Listen, y'all. You can't be going and following and subbing and doing all the things while I'm not even live yet. Alright, here I come. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. How's it going? Oh, that would be, no sound. I think we freaked it out before we started. All the hosts, all the TV men followed. Jakey, thank you for the resub. Who knows what just happened to that overlay? It tried to do at least like 6 things at the same time, so we'll see if that ends up working. Let me double check. I double checked to make sure it was all connected. I think it just got overloaded. But, let's double check. Yep, we're all connected, so... Looks fine. Looks fine. We'll see if it starts working. Hi, what's up, everyone? Sorry on my part with the host if I broke it. Oh, no, you're fine. What's up, Coco Blue? Hi, welcome in. Hi, Jaco. Hi, everyone. Hi, Danielle. Let me say hi to everyone. TV Man, welcome in. I know we had Reaper and Albino. Welcome in, everyone. It's good to see you. Maxell, welcome in. How deep? We are all connected. Hi, Matt. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Yeah, things are already broken. Things are already broken. That's what we do here. That's what we do best. No idea what's wrong with it. Other than that, it probably got overloaded. But Jakku, thank you for 5 months. That's crazy, dude. That's so crazy. Has that gone live yet? I don't have my Discord notifications on. Guys, I highly recommend... Although it's like I have an addiction. I have to check my phone every 5 seconds. But I don't have any notifications on my phone right now. I have like, it'll do the badges, but I won't have anything alert me anymore because it was starting to get a lot. It was starting to get a lot. So we're minimizing some of the things. Hey, that worked. That worked. Let's go. Thank you, Reaper, for the 100 biddies. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. So yeah, things are crazy today. I had a very weird day. Went to work and ended up going home early. So, but I don't have any notifications on my phone. So things are fine. Things are fine. Doing good. My prop weapon and a second part of my Iron Man Mark III build has been shipped. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's very cool. I like that. I can't wait to see it. Except yours. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Don't get overwhelmed, though. Our Discord tends to be kind of active, too, so... Don't get overwhelmed. But how's everyone doing? We do have a question of the week. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that for you. We're gonna be playing a Memoir Blue today, which is going to be like a girl's journey through her childhood, and I think like through her relationship with her mom. So I thought we could talk about what our favorite childhood memories were if you guys want to share. So feel free to share. I'd love to hear it. But that's totally up to you. You don't feel like you have to share if that's an uncomfortable thing. But I'd love to hear some of your memories from when you were little. I got a resub? Nah, you're fine.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there, Lulu. Are you okay? I went home too early too because I was dead at work. Yeah, I just had a poor mental health day. I didn't leave too early, but yeah, things have been a little rough lately. Things have been a little rough, but we're good. We're good. I'm here, so that means I made it here, so things are fine. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. But how was your guys' weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? How was the start of your week? We've had Monday in there, but it's come and gone. Tuesday's almost gone. We're making it through. Matt, thank you for contributing. And snatch your shoe. Yeah, nice. This weekend, you guys probably saw my social media post, but this weekend, on Saturday, my sister and brother-in-law and their kids came and visited, so I took them all to our local pool. Part of my job is the pool is connected to that, and so I took them to the pool. We got to go like hang out and swim. I hadn't been there that was my first time there as well. Samisa, hello there. Matt, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you for starting that hype train. I appreciate you. How's it going, Samisa? One of my favorite memories growing up was watching movies with my dad during the week. Oh, I love that. I used to do that a lot too. Like my dad and I, one of the first things we really watched together was Lost. We would watch that TV show together every week. It was awesome. Kitty! Yeah, let me just see if I can get that cat cam on. He's on the other side today, so let's see if I can get it to work for a while. There we go. You're doing okay? Good. I'm doing okay as well tonight. Glad to have made it here to be hanging out with you all. I'm excited to finally be playing a Memoir Blue. We've been trying to play that for like 2 weeks now, but I think we're finally making it to it. Kind of get double mochi face. You can get his face right here and his face up in the corner. All the mochi. All the mochi time. He's very cuddly right now. Every time I hear Blue, I'm like, yeah, poor Blue. It's gonna be one of those nights where you're just gonna hear Blue all the time. Yikes. The two that come to mind both relate to camping trips we used to go on. My godparents bought a campsite, so we went there for like 4 weeks every summer. Ooh, I like that. What was your favorite thing to do when you went camping, Albino? Was there anything particularly fun? I can move my hand so you guys can see him. Looks so comfy in the hoodie. Yeah, I needed some comfy vibes tonight. I was like, we're gonna make this happen, but we're gonna be cozy doing it. Oh, he's putting his back to you guys. Yeah, kitty. Mochi's here tonight. He doesn't apparently want his face in the camera. Oh, I tried to turn. Oh, it didn't work. The cord is like across my lap right now too, so that doesn't help. I tried. I tried. He's shy. He's normally not shy. He's normally like all about the camera life. Slightly loves the fame, but lately has been a little more elusive on stream, I've noticed, but that's okay. Maybe hot. I was in my own one-person tent, and I loved anytime it rained while I was going to sleep. Yes, the sound of rain on a tent is fantastic. And Reaper, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate you. Peachy to start. Yes, I will do that. I'm going to wait till Mochi decides to get up, because if I reach over and do that, he will definitely leave. So we'll give him some cuddles to start the stream. Oh, I lost my headphone. Hold on, Moch. Maybe. There we go. Peach tea does sound good. I'm excited for that. Thank you for that, Daniel. I've been looking into doing some different channel point redemptions and stuff like that. I haven't like gotten anything together. What? Look at him. You get a close up of him as he stretches. There you go, y'all. This is the Mochi stream. This is his stream. I'm just living in it. He is such a ham. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what else did you guys do this weekend? I think I finished my story that I went swimming with my nieces and nephew, and that was super fun. My littlest niece loves swimming, but I like sat with her in the like really shallow kiddie pool, and she crawled around and dunked her face in the water and thought it was hilarious. So we enjoyed that quite a bit. Question for you: how do you like your curved monitor? Take time to get used to or not? It took me a little bit of time to get used to. I really like it. I don't notice a lot of difference, to be honest. I know like when my dad was here, he was mainly using that monitor. That's where the game was pulled up, and he had a hard time, like it kind of messed with his vision getting used to it. But I don't know that it makes like a huge difference. Yeah, I just kind of like look at it. That's really the only reason. Until recently, anytime I had a bad day and felt sad at bedtime, I would sleep in a sleeping bag on top of my bed. I think I might have been trying to channel some childhood joy. Aw, I love that. I actually like that. That's a good way to like cope. Kind of get some of those feelings back. I like that. Thank you for sharing that. I spent more money on PC. You know this? Yeah. I want to too. I need to like figure out what I want to do. I definitely want to upgrade my memory. It's getting obnoxious. Thank y'all for that hype train. I appreciate you. I worked and am playing Valhalla, and I hope you get around to playing it. I saw that you were playing that. I haven't seen a lot about it. I don't know if I'll get to playing it because playing offline just doesn't happen very often. I've played a little bit of games recently, but if I'm playing a game, I feel like I should instantly be working on something for stream, so I don't often like play any extra games. I don't really have time, to be honest. Okay, I'm getting frustrated trying to pick out a monitor. Too many options. I did a bunch of research, Jaco, when I decided on my monitor, and I felt really good about this purchase, and I still do. I wish I'd gotten a bigger one. It seems like everybody typically likes a little bit larger size, but I don't have any issues with the size that I have. So you might look into this one. It was really, really highly rated, really highly recommended, so that's why I got it. I don't know anymore because I have a dog and just snuggle him close instead. I love that. Mochi's not with me at night, so I don't usually have a snuggle buddy at night because he tends to wake up at like 3 a.m. and decides I have to be up. He has an automatic feeder, so it's not like he doesn't have food. He just gets the zoomies and decides that I need to be up with him. So we do that. It's definitely an 18 plus stream if you do play it. It's an adult version of Coffee Talk. Oh, cool. I found out the hard way. Fair enough. Fair enough. See, that's what I'm doing, and everything has one or two flaws. It's true. It's true. Hi, Zephyrano. Welcome in, love. How are you? How was your weekend? How's your Monday, Tuesday been? Start of the week been for ya? I gotta decide which thing I want to sacrifice. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just bought an RTX 3080, which is, what's the brand of that? Oh, wait, no, are you talking a graphics card? Hey, kitty. He very much wants to cuddle tonight. I wish he would, like, face you guys, but he's turning away from you. Yeah, graphics card. Okay, I was like, that doesn't make sense when I said the monitor at first. Yeah, I have a 2060, so, yep. It's pretty solid, though, for the money right now. But I'm enjoying the game, and the soundtrack is better than Coffee Talk. Oh, really? The songs are such a vibe as club music. Oh, that's fun. Oh, we're gonna play with my, hoodie strings. That's new. Alright, I'm just gonna let him do that. How much that set you back? Yeah, how much was it? If you don't mind sharing, approximately. I've been wanting to upgrade my graphics card, but I doubt I do that anytime soon with the cost. My boy loves the snuggles as much as I do. He even let me decide when we get up. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Mochi, I don't want it. Okay. He's just gonna chew on those strings. I just got a 3080 Ti and then went and bought a Ryzen 5900X and then a new case, a new RAM, and I need help someone else. True. True. Hello, I'm good. Just been spending time with my grandma and my cat and finally got started on the first Final Fantasy 14 expansion. Oh. I'm not gonna pull on those strings. That makes him more ferocious. You see him doing this? Hello, sir. We were cuddling. Oh, let's not get any higher than that, sir. I don't want my neck cut. Gonna get food. Okay, no worries, Matt. Do your thing. I got such a good picture of Jack today. Zevrana, do share. Do share. I need the kitty setter tonin. Alright, he's done. He's gonna go find a different toy and probably bring it in here. I don't know if you guys have cats, but my cat fetches. Mochi will fetch. He's gotten not so good at it lately. But I did teach him to fetch when he was little. Yeah, he was definitely playing with strings. Didn't show you the RAM I got. It's pretty. G Skill Royal. Send me a picture. I want to see. I'm trying to learn all the things about PC building, mainly because I find it super interesting. And I was learning today about RAM and that you want to get the same megahertz and not lower. And if you go higher, it's got to have certain things. There's so much I'm trying to learn. There's a lot to learn when you're trying to build a PC. I'm sure you guys know. If you've ever done it, you know what it's like. But it is wild how much you have to figure out. Because you can't just like get the best part. You have to make sure it's compatible and that the size will fit, and it's complicated. It's complicated. We need to enable your XMP also. What the heck is that? What is an XMP? Need to jump in a call. Okay, we can do that. The best part about PC upgrades as a Twitch streamer is it being a tax write-off. True that. Yeah, that's my taxes this past year weren't bad, mainly because I hadn't even been streaming a year, and everything I had to buy like everything in that last year. So this year probably hurt a little bit. It'll probably hurt. Yeah, we do need to jump on call. What is an XMP? And why didn't I know I needed to enable it? I have questions. I need answers. Do tell. Getting the rated speed out of your RAM instead of the default. Oh. Yeah, I need that. That's true. Your first early video is awesome. I love watching that VOD. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys, I don't even think my YouTube video is the right link. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I gave you guys the wrong one. Yeah, that channel doesn't exist. Let me go to this one. I'll give you the link here. and I'll update that real fast. I have been posting my VODs to YouTube. Don't ever feel like you have to watch them or do any things with them. I'm just basically trying to keep them from now on. But I only saved one video from my first month of streaming. There's like nothing else until like the past month because I just didn't highlight anything. I didn't save anything. I wish I had, but I didn't know any better. So I finally got, it was like 1 month into streaming, my first VOD that I saved. So I posted that today. So if you want to go see, it's terrible. Like, it is painful. Like, there's no starting music. Like, you just have a silent countdown. The audio is not synced. It is not synced at all. I started streaming on a MacBook Pro, and I used the camera on the laptop. And I can't remember if this video I bought the cat cam, like the Logitech cam that I use for the cat cam. I think that video may have been the first stream with that camera, which overpowered my laptop. And so the audio got even worse. It's terrible. Like, it's so grainy. It's kind of hilarious. But if you go watch it, if you go look at it, you don't have to watch it. But if you go look at it, it's crazy to see, like, here we are today and here's where we were. It's a lot. It's a lot. But let me update that command really fast. We all gotta start somewhere. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. It is the more painful to watch, Shadow. It's so cringe. It is definitely so cringe. It hurts me, but here we are. All right, I updated that command. So feel free if you want to drop that or look at that at any point. It is there now. Anyway, we're going to play Memoir Blue tonight. So I think we'll go ahead and jump into it. It's not supposed to take very long. Coffee Talk wasn't supposed to take very long. So we'll see how far we get. I did download a couple other games. I put them in Discord, but I downloaded a couple other games that are like supposed to be 30 minutes to an hour and a half in case we do finish the game. We still have a lot of stream left. We'll just jump into one of those instead. So I have some plans for us, so I think we'll go ahead and jump into a Memoir Blue and see where we get tonight. I do have a photosensitivity seizure warning. So if anybody struggles with those things, please note that at some point in this game those happen. I don't know at what level. I've never played this. I've never seen it. But I did want to make sure that we have that warning here in case anybody needs to step away or you're just aware of it at least. I love that you mentioned waiting for people to start talking in chat. Oh, we're lagging out. Whoa. Here we go. You started talking about my first video and now we're struggling. Hello? Okay, that was wild. Yes, waiting for people to start talking in chat. Yeah, I felt awkward. I was so awkward in the first while. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Can I have my mouse, please? Can I have my mouse? Okay, there we go. Let's switch screens real fast. It is bad though, Shadow. Like, I almost didn't want to post it because it's so embarrassing. But it's a testament to if you want to start streaming, you can start streaming with pretty much anything you already have, as long as you have a camera and a microphone and OBS or something like it. You don't have to be confident, you don't have to be good at talking or connecting or anything. You can just start and figure it out. That's what I did. So, yep, here we are. I have no idea what I was supposed to do. Okay. That's what I do. Yep. You just make it work. You make it work. Oh, is that Oogie? Yep. Hey, Oogie. How's it going? I pretty much know if I get scared at the beginning of stream, it's you. How's it going, friend? Makes me wish I was here at the beginning to watch the struggle in real time. Shadow, you would never give me any crap for how glitched my streams are today because that was bad. That was bad. Startled Jacko, no! Have I become so predictable? No, I just know, like, no, I don't have very many people that'll scare me at the beginning of stream. Usually it's like during the game, so I know if I get scared pretty early on, it's Oogie coming in. Grabs chest and mock pain, indeed. Welcome in, my friend. Oh, Yes, I do want to start over. I have nothing to start over with. Alright. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing well tonight. Today was a little rough, but we're making it. We're here. We're ready to jump into this game and see what happens. Oh, is she Olympian? But she's sad. Oh. Oh, we're taking a picture of her. I feel bad doing this. This is the photosensitivity warning. Just so everybody's very clear. These are the flashes. The game sound is really quiet right now, just in general. So, just so y'all know, I think it'll get louder. Are we still dropping frames? Don't look like it. We're missing a few frames. Hopefully that'll level out. Let me know if it gets bad. If stream gets laggy, let me know. I'll try to adjust some settings. All the flashing stairs, Hardy. Same. Hi, Bumbles. Welcome in, buddy. Thanks for the host. Oh, sorry. I started making tea. I didn't know I had to click on things. I can click on anything. Water bottle. Glasses. Wrist swimmer. Answer the phone. Hello? Slide. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Oh, I missed a call. I don't know what any of these things mean. Don't relax, I'll scare you again. It's my kind of thing, it's true. The Oogie Boogie Man. I think this will be one of our mental healthy based games. I don't think it's supposed to be like extremely strong, but we are just doing kind of like a journey through her memories and things like that. I don't know exactly what it's like, but it's supposed to be really good. I can move the ice. Oh, gee, I don't need your help with my tea. No, sir. No, sir. Damn. Alright, get done. Been feeling pretty under the weather, so I've been sleeping for most of the past 5 days. Oh, Bumbles. Oh no, are you sick? Cat. Yep, it's the cat. Why does moving the ice down make fishies? But they texted Wingding. Oh yeah, they are texting Wingdings. You're right. I didn't really know you could do that on phones though. We're still dropping frames like crazy. I think, hold on. I'm gonna change the settings in this game. I think that is killing us. Let's do VC on, let's do that. Let's try that and see how it does. Yeah, there's something going on with my pancreas, which has been, I can't drink that, I haven't put tea in it yet. Which has been pretty inconvenient, no doubt. Are you like getting that figured out? Have I asked you that before? Did we talk about this last week? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I love cats, too bad I'm allergic. I'm actually very allergic to Oogie. It took me 2 or 3 months to like finally level out my allergies, but let's see. We're still dropping frames pretty good. I'm gonna change the settings a little bit more. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. I wanted VSync on. Let's try mid. Throw shoes. I'm sorry. Why won't VSync stay on? Okay, that's fine. It just started happening the last 10 days. I set an appointment for a referral, but the soonest they'd get me in was a month. Oh my gosh. Might have to do a walk-in. You probably should. At least go get seen. Maybe they can get you into your doctor sooner or something. I'm What is that? Can I make that more in focus? I keep going. Oh. There's a train. So we were waiting and then we're a train. And now there's a boat. And this city? Fire? Or seaweed? Is the cat hair that gets your allergies to act up? I think it's technically like the dandruff or something on pets. All animals make me sick, but I like will break out in hives if I get scratched or something on accident. It's leaking water too. Interesting. I think it's some rubbish. Mine stopped working last year. That's not good, all I know. Cat dander makes me sneeze. Yeah, it took me a long time. I used to like swell up like all over. The saliva, yeah, that people are allergic to. Mm-hmm. I'm allergic to all animals. If they have hair, I'm allergic to them. It's unfortunate. But it looks like we're not dropping frames anymore, so that's good. Yeah. This game takes a lot of power, apparently.
Hold on to my love. Hold on to the peace when we're not apart. Darling, feel
Yep, type 1 diabetes on doing the pickish job myself now. True. What do I click? What do I click? Clicked on that. I clicked on that. Keep moving that. It's a dander for me, causes massive irritation, can even have issues breathing in place on cats. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Some breeds of cats have little no dander. Ragdoll cats are one breed. It's true. It is true. I like even dogs that are supposed to be hypoallergenic make me really sick. Sometimes they're the ones that make me the most sick. I don't know. I don't know why. What am I supposed to? Oh, I can move the sun. I was like, I'm clicking on everything. I'm gonna catch on to this game. I promise I'll do better. Oh, we're underwater. Wait, how do I save her? Can I just not? Do I have to wait for this to zoom out? This is my nightmare fuel right now. Don't stay if you can't do it. I know underwater things are really scary for you, for a lot of people. I have no idea if how much it's gonna be like this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to move it and click on everything. Oh. Is that not it? Do I take it to her? Oh, I go down. I can handle it, just my nightmares. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's hard to figure out what I'm supposed to do, but it's kind of puzzly in like the easiest, simplest way. I think this is gonna be a pretty game. It already is kind of pretty. But I think it's gonna be sad. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Oh, you're fine, Jacob. No worries. No worries. Tea is hot. Hot tea bag. Ooh, hot. Now we're on a train. This game is so weird. It is definitely weird. But I think it's definitely sad and definitely pretty. I had a bad trip once and learned that while I love the water, the ocean, beaches, and swimming and all that, my greatest fear is drowning. That's fair. That's fair, honestly. Aw, cute. That's gonna be a divorce. bad. What is this? Adult ticket? Another one? I don't know. Oh. Adult. Ticket. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Do we put it here? No? Put it here? Oh, it says no. Don't do that. Can I see what's on it? This part could. Hey, Shads, what's up? I'm here serving lunch, but I'm listening with earbuds. Oh, nice. Very cool. This part confused you? It confuses me too. I don't know if I was supposed to remember the. Oh. How about now? Take it now? Did it. Want help? Just call out? Okay, will do. Do I do the same thing? Okay. Figured it had to be different. Mom's ticket and Bob's ticket. There you go. What up, Back Echo? How's it going? Welcome in. How you doing? How are you doing, Chads? If you could tell me. If you're busy, please do your thing and we can chat when you get a break. Trip. Just got home from work. How was work today? Wow. This is very creative. I am not mad about this style of game. It's very different, but it's very creative. Like, this is kind of how it works when you're like you see things everywhere. Like, when memories are kind of overtaking you. At least it is for me. Like, you're like this. You're like reading a newspaper, but then your mind wanders and you think about something else. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, BRB, playing up lunch for the customers. No worries, do your thing. Not too bad, thankfully. I had to admit a patient, but they needed higher level of care. That's not too bad then. I'm sad that they needed higher level of care, but glad that it wasn't too bad. Yell if you need me. No, you're fine. You're fine. Cooking dinner. What are you making for dinner? I'm gonna have to eat dinner after stream tonight. Was I supposed to do more? Yes. Okay, got it. I actually set that down on my taquitos. Yes, that's my. I make them taquitos in my air fryer too. So good. So good.
Hands held in heart, illuminating love
I'm sitting on
in the
them.
dark.
Followed by some light ice cream with the creamy.
Hands held in hands,
Is that like whipped cream?
illuminating love in the dark.
I don't know what else it would be. Uh-oh. Fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, fishies. Can I do anything with the fishies? Oh, I can. Can I control the school of fish? No? Oh, there's footsteps. We'll walk this way. It's a Ninja foodie line. Oh, you freeze the pint the day before, and the palette blender makes sorbet, ice cream, milkshakes, light ice cream. Ooh, that's very cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I like that. Okay, now I can pay attention. Just finished logging back into all our apps and from upgrading from Android to iPhone. Let's go! How do you feel about the Switch? How's that going? Yeah, I got it on sale recently too. That's awesome. I think my blender is a Ninja, but it's not that kind of Ninja. It's just like one of the basic blenders, and I really like it. It's pretty. It's pretty. I like that. I like that. Fishies. Do you think those represent mother and daughter? Like, she's wearing yellow, and the little fish is yellow. I didn't pay attention to see if the mom was red. Yeah, we surviving. Nessa's Pixel was broken in crap battery, so she went purple iPhone. Now we all have one besides Charlie and his Note 10. There you go. That's awesome. I've always loved water. I like water as well. My boss says good morning. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to say that, Shads. Salamat Paji. Good morning to her as well. Or yes, you said she. Okay. I want to make sure that I did that right. Oh, now we're out of the water. Fishies. Oh, I can build. Wow, okay. Perfect. That was right? Really? Nice. Building a bridge and getting over it. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Is that gonna break what I just built? Oh, no, I can put it down here. We need another little ticket booth. Aha. Try to make it through the week. Work is crazy. Yeah, Reaper. Is your deadline tomorrow? Didn't you say in Shar stream that it was like Wednesday or something? I can't remember. Chad, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Is the tea good? It is good. Thank you for picking peach. I like it. I took that money fast. We're going on a fishing trip. My hair's wild today, guys. I'm not gonna stop messing with it. I should have done something with it, but I didn't feel like it. I'm not gonna stay in. I can't bring boat. This is like a quiet, still game. Could always throw a ponytail. I do have a ponytail with me that I may. A hair tie. I think I've got a couple hair ties right here. I might pull it back. What's up, Toku? How's it going? How are you? It's good to see you. We're playing a feely game tonight. You're tired? Has it been a long week already? Start of the week. All right. I assume the key should go in here. And turn it. Yeah, that looks good. I'm assuming I need to press the buttons. And go. It's from work. Yeah, I feel that. What, work just been really busy? Or is it really stressful? What's going on? I started that boat like a pro. I'm just saying. I didn't misclick once. What a professional. Do I? Okay, I just gotta lead it. Oh, it scared of me. Hi, Cheesy. 11 months. Aww. Love that. You've never sailed before, Sleek? You're natural. I've driven like a motorboat before. Well, I haven't driven it, but my parents have one. How's it going, Cheesy? Welcome in. Thank you for shouting out, Cheesy. Sorry, movie time with kiddos. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Do your thing. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, if you guys aren't following Cheesy, go follow Cheesy. Good times. Good times over there. Yeah, what movie are you watching, Cheesy? If you can tell us. If you're still watching, do your thing. You can always... Oh, you finished it. National Treasure 2. I like the National Treasures. I have to say I do. We're playing a weird little game tonight, Cheesy, but it's beautiful and it has good music and it has you in the feels, so it's pretty much a good fit. I love the National Treasure too. I can't really remember the second one, but I watched the first one a lot. A lot. You playing weird games? Never. Yeah. A very metaphorical game, as I do every once in a while. So you know it's good. It's a very vibey game, which I don't mind. It's kind of nice change from coffee talk, because I talked so much. Now I kind of just get to chill and hang out with y'all. I like that it's still puzzly without being puzzly. You got inside for $2. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm excited for you to play that. That one, I loved that one even more than, oh shoot, I'm blanking. The other one you played. I can't ever remember both their names at once. I don't know why that is. I love her sweater. It's probably because it's yellow, but I really like it. Limbo, thank you. Thank you, Cheesy. Move the place out of the way. Gotta get to the pages. Or whatever it is. Move. I am, speaking of leaves, I'm about to draw a t-shirt design. Where did my mouse go? With leaves on it. And I'm hoping it looks good. I'm kind of excited for it. I have to draw giant skeleton leaves with a bunch of like smaller leaves in the background. Hope it's good. Although I hear Inside is more violent than Limbo. It is. There's certain things that are more violent, but I wouldn't, like, it's more just a weird game. Like, I thought Limbo was darker, but I mean, like, it just has a darker vibe, but Inside is actually a darker storyline, I think. Maybe. I guess a kid going through purgatory isn't necessarily light either. What's up, Alice Love? How are you? How's it going? How was your weekend? It's good to see ya. How do I do the thing? There we go. Trying to recover memories, Alice. Or just experience them, I guess. Limbo, I love the black and white concept for the game. It's more polished. Limbo was the first game, and then Inside was built off of it. I liked Limbo. I like them both a lot. They are like, I played Little Nightmares and then moved to those, and I thought they were great vibes. I really enjoyed them. Mochi's passed out down here. You're good? Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well tonight. It was a rough day, but today I'm doing well. There's no way I'm gonna get the cat cam. He's way too close. I was gonna try. Inside was added to Xbox Game Pass yesterday. I saw that. I'm actually excited for that. I hope some people will play it. Because I really enjoyed it. Little Nightmares 1, Little Nightmares 2, Limbo is an awesome set of games to play one after another. I agree. I played it, Little Nightmares 1, I think Little Nightmares 2. I may have played Little Nightmares 1, Inside, Little Nightmares 2, Limbo. I honestly can't remember. I just know I played Inside for my birthday stream. It was a lot of fun. I'm sorry you had a tough day. No worries. Just mental healthy things, but I'm okay right now. It's all good. Is this the city, but now it's underwater? Was this her old home? How do I get you out of the way? Oh, cut the rope. Aha. Had a power nap before stream since being up at 4:30 a.m. for work. Oh, that's awful. Hey, what's up, Y? Hey, Hey, Sleeky, how are you liking this game? I'm liking it so far. Have you heard of it, Paladin, before? I really enjoy it. It's very different, but I play very different games, so I'm not surprised. You played it a few months ago. What did you think about it? What was your thoughts of it? Thank you for shouting out why cheesy. I appreciate that. How did you feel about it ultimately? Can I? Oh. Oh, we're getting the wrinkles out. I thought we were painting over it. What's up, Prissy? Welcome in. How are you? Welcome in. I'm trying not to sing to you. It was like a game, very short but really interesting. I like games that play with the medium like this. I really like it's very creative. Like, it's puzzly, but not like at the same time. But I like the metaphorical. I really enjoy metaphorical games, even though it's probably weird to watch. But I feel like it's quite the experience to play and watch, at least for me. Sleeky didn't pay me. You wouldn't get them. Oh, whatever. Whatever. You got tacos? Ah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I would love some tacos. Maybe I'll get some tacos after stream. I was up at 5:30 for work every day, so I feel you. Oh, Alice, I don't know how you guys do that. I barely make it to work on time. Half the time I don't make it to work on time, as it is. Thank you for shouting out Prissy, also. I love weird games. Have you played What Remains of Edith Finch? Yes, I've played Edith Finch. There's 2 games that confuse me. I think it's Edith Finch that I did play. Hulk Lover, that's the one. Danielle, I don't know why I called you Hulk Lover. Danielle, that's the one that you played recently, right? I'm gonna pull up my library real fast. I'm trying to remember what the other one is. There's another one that I get confused with, and I don't remember which one I played. I wake up 5:30 a.m. daily, too. It's horrible. I don't know how you do that. He says, we had spaghetti. I want spaghetti. Oh, that sounds really good, too. Ooh, I do have stuff that I can make spaghetti. I might do that instead. Yes, Edith Finch. Yes, Edith Finch was the one I've already played. But I want to remember what that other one was. I'm, like, scrolling through my list. I could pull it up on my computer and find it easier. I've got it, like, sorted, but on your phone it's not very sorted. I'm almost to the end. I scrolled past it, apparently. I don't remember, but there's another one I get confused. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. daily. It's horrible. Yes, Edith Finch, about a week ago. Yes. I played Edith Finch a while ago. I think it was in February. I enjoyed it. What did you think of that one? Why? My mom made it. What did you have, Sleeky? I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm hoping to eat after stream. So I'll probably eat really late. I tend to do that. I tend to get, like, weird energy, and then I usually eat after. Like a snacky kind of thing right before bed. I'm doing good, Sleeky. Me and my tech friend upgraded my PC last night. Let's go! And then we ran into problems. No! We can't activate Windows 10? Oh, no. Did you get it with Windows 11? Is that the issue? Oh, I gotta put the umbrellas in the... Okay, I don't gotta put the umbrellas in the... What am I supposed to be doing? Clicky, 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 click. Pull that back down? Oh, pull that back down. Got it. What were you upgrading, Prissy? What were you upgrading? Just make sure the spaghetti doesn't become mom spaghetti, because I'm open on the sweater already. No doubt. I'm gonna have to buy a new product key. Oh no, that's sad. Is Tale of Two Sons an easy game to grasp on the mechanics on? It is tricky. I won't lie. It's kind of tricky. I really enjoyed it, but it definitely requires a lot of hand-eye coordination to control a different character with each hand. But if you can do it, like, there's only certain parts that are, like, difficult, but I didn't think any of it was, like, extremely hard. Like, I was able to go through most of it after, like, a try or two, if I had to do it multiple times. So it wasn't too bad. It's worth a play. I would definitely say to try Tale of Two Sons if anybody hasn't. Edith was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. No. Oh, no. Don't trust Windows. Don't get Windows 11. Definitely don't get Windows 11. It doesn't, if you're streaming, it doesn't work with 90% of the streaming software. It's pretty terrible. We upgraded the motherboard from the motherboard I had. Oh, okay. Also put in a new, wait, how do I get this off? CPU fan and new RAM. Nice, you did some major upgrades. That's awesome. I love that. Brant explained it to me. I do want to play that one as well. You should. I think you'd really enjoy it. I really enjoyed that storyline. It is a little sad. Because sad games is what I do here, apparently. But it's really good. It's a really good game. If you like those kind of sad games, try The Suicide of Rachel Foster if you haven't yet. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one. Well, I need to check that one out too. I don't know, that makes me nervous to play on stream, but I think that'd be one I'd like to try by myself. Is it like real dark? Why? Like, would that be something that's okay to play on stream, or is it pretty heavy? Hi Kat, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. We're playing a Memoir Blue tonight. It's like kind of like a click-through story. So I have to like figure out what I'm supposed to do, but we're walking through the main character's memories essentially. Oh. So it's kind of puzzly because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's like also very simple once you figure it out. Yes, major upgrade, no doubt, no doubt. So if I want to share pictures of the creaming process, where would it be the best place in the Discord? You can just share it in general pics. That's totally fine. I need to probably add like a food. I know a lot of people have like a food picture one. I could always add that if anybody wanted it. I'd be fine with doing that. I just never like thought about it. So yeah, just general pics is totally fine. I'd love to see it. It's not super dark. You can stream it, but it has some dark moments and it's heavy sometimes. It's hard to decide. We do a lot of heavy stuff here, but like actually having suicide in the name makes me nervous. Doing good seems chill. It is. Seems like a calm game. It is. I think it's a little sad, but I really like the metaphors in it. I'm a big like metaphor person. So I really enjoy this. We don't need to make Sleeky cry now. Oh, I haven't cried on a stream yet. I don't think. I've almost cried, but I haven't cried yet. You were sad at home in game, a song came on the radio that put you in a depressive episode, giving you flashbacks of your past that made you sad, and you work healthily through your feels. That's what this game is, right? Or is that the Suicide of Rachel? I've already forgotten the name. Is that what you're saying, Shads? Oh, me and One Love Bliss have been talking to Whispers, and we would like to get a few of us together tomorrow evening for some Jackbox fun. Me doing the Twitch thing, love it. Just not promoting, just putting it out there. Oh yeah, please do. Can we shout out Prissy again? I would love that. Yeah, if you guys want to do some Jackbox stuff, please do. Prissy's a lot of fun, and so is One Love Bliss. You guys would love that. So if you want to do some Jackbox things, please go check them out. Click. Yeah, this game. Okay, yeah. Thank you for giving that, Shads. You teared up at Hendry, but then again I tear up, but I don't cry. I haven't cried yet on stream anyway. I've gotten close. I've definitely gotten close. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Oh, there it is. Haven't cried yet, eh? Play straight. I do want to play straight. I just feel like right now it's oversaturated. I'm nervous to play it on stream. What was the last film that made you cry? Was Saw 22 for me? Bored me to tears? Listen. There it is, Albino. There it is. I was wondering when that show up. I have. Heckin' Ori games made me cry. Oh, that one almost got me. I played a lot of games that were like, oof to the feels. But I haven't, I don't know. There's been some times where I've like had a really emotional day and then we played a really emotional game and I was like, I'm done. We're just gonna have to go. Like, there's no controlling it tonight. Ori is the only game I've cried in. Oh, it was so emotional, man. And that was such a like invested game. Like it was such an intensive platformer that I feel like I was emotionally invested in the story and like the steps so much that it really got me. I did too. I did too. You were fine, Chance. Do your thing. Have not encountered a game that made me cry yet, but movies, oh yes. I tend to cry more in TV shows, I notice, but sometimes movies. Stray's only like 4 hours, give or take. That's true. I would probably end up taking longer to play it, but I don't know. I want to play it. I want to play it in Madison and the campfire game, but I just worry that Stray is oversaturated right now. Hi,
Hello
Samara, welcome in. How are you, my friend? How's it going? How's your Tuesday? How was your weekend? Tell me all the things. Never forget watching The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I bawled my eyes out. Oh, that one was terrible. Speaking of crying, did you know they're Men in Black 3? I didn't. It popped up on Netflix, so I watched it, and oof, ending. That was one you cried on? Man, I haven't watched Men in Black in a long time. This is another walkie-walkie one. I don't know where we're walkie-walkie. Can I pick the direction? Oh, I can pick the direction. Oh, I needed to go to the escalator. Got it. Got it! Grave of the Fireflies? I haven't heard of that. What is that about? That one destroyed you? Ooh, what's that one about? We've already talked about the mental health things. Things have been a little rough lately, so I've been like going back and forth on like finding really cutesy movies, but also watching movies that are like deep and like I'm just gonna cry it out tonight kind of thing. So I may have to find that one and watch it. Oh, and another update. I'm going back to work starting tomorrow. Let's go! Our store lead Walmart assistant manager called me yesterday to let me know that after what had happened when I quit, I am now going to be their fitting room area to answer the store phone and direct calls. That's awesome. Are you excited to be going back? Good deal. Also, I'm going to watch this cutscene and then I'll catch up with Chad again.
Is it cold? Where you are?
So it's only the yellow fish now. So, loneliness?
Is it cold?
She feels alone.
Where you are?
What's happening? What's happening? Slow mode running indeed. Oh man, Grave of the Fireflies will tear up anyone with a soul. Ooh, it's anime about survivors of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. Two siblings try to navigate post-bombing Japan. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts just thinking about it. It's an oh wait, yeah, I need money. Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, excited to go back because you need the money. That's fair. That's fair. For sure. I started crying last night too. I wasn't even watching anything, but just laying there. New brain, please. I mean, same. Same. I definitely wasn't crying right before stream. That definitely didn't happen. That's also mild sarcasm. We're not talking about it. It's on HBO Max. Oh shoot, I don't have HBO Max presently. I'm gonna look it up. Grave of the Fireflies. Grave of the Fireflies. HBO Max is like the one streaming service I don't have. But I can rent it on Vudu. I do have that. It's a fantastic anime movie, but I'm so glad it's a movie and not a series. That's fair. Normally I only watch TV shows. Like, I don't enjoy watching movies, but lately, like, I'm like, I really need a short commitment. I can't commit to anything deep right now. So, like, movie sounds perfect. And I want to do more anime, so that's, like, perfect. And I want to get in the fields, so that's perfect. Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away, I've got those. Or are you just saying that's because it's part of Studio Ghibli? I've got almost all of Studio Ghibli stuff written on a sticky note right here, actually. I have Mononoke back when Disney owned it, so I have a rare copy. Ooh, that's fancy. Which has made a number of my favorite movies. Oh, Studio Ghibli? Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I caught on now. It's my favorite anime movie. I've got it. Oh, yeah, I read that. Sorry. I have box sets of Studio Ghibli. I really need to get into that. I definitely need to watch that. Those. All of them. All of them. I should watch that one. Sleepy has a great story. I'll have to. I'll have to. Woo. Again with the photosensitivity warning. It's a little late for that, but just so everywhere is aware, this game does have a photosensitivity warning. You do !PSW for more information if you need it. Oh, that's sad. One of my favorites is Neko no Ungashi. I don't know if I have that one. Is that one Studio Ghibli too, Shads? Balloons. Oh. Fishy? Fishy? Oh, this is the award ceremony thing. That we started the game with. Well, it's not the very start of the game because she's younger now. Yeah, it's Ghibli. That's awesome. I'll have to check that out. I need to get into that. There's like an anime like app kind of thing, isn't there? I think I've heard people talk about it. Are some of these things on there? The Cat Returns is the American name. Oh, really? Oh, that makes sense because we learned about Neko in the coffee talk. Jack just decided it was time to lay right across my chest and face. Who needs a breather? See? Oh my gosh, Mochi will not cuddle with me. Other than sitting here, he will not cuddle with me unless he's laying on my chest. Like as soon as I lay down, doesn't matter what I'm doing, he will be right there immediately. It drives me nuts. I'm like, can you lay on my stomach at least? Like it doesn't have to be my neck every time. But it's my fault. I did it when he was a kitten. I didn't even think about it. He would curl up there and I just always left him there. Rough. Funimation or Anime Something is the app. I thought there was something that was like something roll. Crunchyroll, that's what I was thinking of. Yes, back echo. Hi Larkin, welcome in my friend, how are you? The Cat Whisperer is the English name from memory. The American names are always a little different. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I've got him scooted over.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there, Larkin. I've got him scooted over so most of him is on the bed and only front half is on my shoulder. Well, that's good at least. That is not the way Mochi does. If he's not all the way up in my grill, he doesn't want it. He will leave. And usually bite me on the way because he's mad that I didn't cuddle him immediately. Does Mochi go to sleep at night with you? My sister's cat sleeps on the pillow next to her and lays out like a human. It's cute. So Mochi used to, for a long time, sleep with me. When I stayed at my parents', I didn't have doors on the bedroom. It was like a whole upstairs thing that I had to myself. And so I had like that cat bed that sometimes in stream, I would replace a pillow with that and he'd sleep beside me. But especially when I stay there, no matter what, he'll wake me up in the middle of the night. So here, I just shut him out of the room. He'll go sleep by himself. He's very used to it at this point, but he used to drive me nuts. I couldn't sleep at all, and I couldn't stand to like not let him stay with me. But I finally got to the point where I was like, I've just got to shut you out. I've got to sleep at some point. Hey Casey, welcome back. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. It's good to see you. I sit on my side holding a pillow, and Jack usually lays across me in the pillow as I go to sleep. That's fair. That's fair. That's kind of cute. Or does that drive me nuts? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're playing a kind of deep feels game. Mostly I'm talking over it while I click through things, but it's really cute. Really, well, I should say pretty and really sad, and really metaphorical, but I'm enjoying it. It's also really short. We'll easily finish it tonight and probably start another game. Jack is a big boy, but he still thinks he's tiny. That's why Mochi is too. Man, Mochi's huge. I used to have a long body pillow that I laid out as a normal pillow, and Vinny would sleep next to my head at night. I love that. I love that. It's so cute. I used to love when Moji would do that. I just really wished he would not be like, wake me up all the time. Drove me nuts. It is up there. Oh, I can't turn that. Can I take this away? How's this game? I might play it. I'm really enjoying it. It's slightly puzzly, but like the story is really deep, and it's not difficult puzzles. You just have to like basically figure out what to do. And I like that. It's hard to see this one from behind her. There we go. Sounds cozy. I'm just relaxing, enjoying some tea. Nice, me too. Cheers. Cheers. So these are like all the different stages that she's been on. And we're like either tearing them down or putting them back together each time. It's very interesting. I'm curious what that means. Like, if some of these are good memories and some of these are bad memories. And mint tea. Ooh, I'm having peach tea right now. What's in the secret vault? A stage? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Drinking English breakfast. Let's go. That sounds good too. Just in case. Exclamation point PSW. There is photosensitivity warning. I'm assuming we're gonna do some more flashes. I don't know for sure, but just in case. If anybody has that. Oh, maybe not. We've only had it a couple times, quick moments, but what if we're reliving her life? I think so. I think some key memories of her life. I think there was a lot of times where she was pretty successful and her parents didn't show up to support her. Sawara, thank you for gifting the sub! Today! Let's go. Wasn't hype enough up in here. Zawara bringing the hype. Thank you, Zawara. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Are we gonna break everything now? Well, we are. We put all of this together and we're gonna break it all. Okay. Dinner finished. Gonna head out for the evening, dear. Hope you have a lovely night and stream. Hugs and love. No worries, Back Echo. I hope the dinner was good. It was good to see you. Get some rest. Enjoy your evening as well. Hugs and love back to you. Hearts back to you, Zawara. Where can I? Let me in. Let me in, let me in, let me in. What else am I supposed to do? Can I tip this? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Got it. Got it. We're gonna hear the music again. Take us back. So sad. Oh. Oh. I was like, what's coming? Well, we're leaving. That's what's happening. What's this? Picture book? How do I do? Why is nothing happening? Oh, there we go. Gotta peel it. Is this college? Or is this home? There we go. It's very bright. It's very, very bright. Books. Books. Ah, the radio. Ooh, cassette. Oh, that reminds me that I didn't show you guys my... I got some new Squishmallows this weekend with my... I went with my sister and my niece to go Squishmallow hunting, and I got a couple new, like, little Squishmallows. I was gonna show you guys. I might have to do like a BRB between games and go get them and show you. That reminds me, because one of them, it looks like a little cassette player. It's cute. It's cute. You want to see? Yeah, I'll BRB between games. I'll go get them. They're just downstairs. So the music is a major theme. am everywhere, indeed. Indeed. Went on Squishy Ferry. Went on Squish Ferry? Wait, what? What's that mean? I thought about getting a Squishmallow. It's a big pillow, isn't it? So Squishmallows are different sizes. Like I have little itty bitty like 1-inch ones. They have like, they're like 1-inch, 3-inch, 5-inch. Is it 3-inch or 5-inch? I can't remember, but they go to like massive sizes. Most of the ones I have are pretty small. I prefer the small ones so that I can like keep them all at different times. Like a safari. Oh yes, a squishfari. Yeah, that's what I did. I have something fun to share with you after stream today. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, they come in all sizes. Hi, Arizona. Welcome in. Good evening, you amazing, beautiful, caring, lovely human being. I love you in your face. I'm blessed to call you a friend and thankful for getting to know you and for you being yourself. Never stop smiling, spreading love and positivity, and never let yourself or anyone tell you that you're worthless and nobody loved you because you matter and you're loved, and there's not a sponsor message at the end of that. Arizona, please. Oh, we diving. Oh, what's happening? Also, Arizona, I love you and thank you for coming in and putting that message every time. It means a lot. Ooh. This is super metaphorical. How long are we gonna do this? Should I be doing something else at this point? I don't know what to do except to keep swimming. What if I stop? Aha. We made it to the end. Whew. That was dark. Literally, metaphorically, all the things. Whew. Okay, that was freaky, yeah. I think we just swam through some depression there. That's just a guess. Is it me or do the swimming arms freak me out? Yeah, it kind of freaked me out a little bit too, I'm not gonna lie. That was weird. Just drowning. It's sad. She has all these trophies, but not her parents enough. Swimming arms was like running animation in Outlast 1. That's true. A little stress prepping for our audit. Oh no. When is it? Is it the end of this week? Next week? What am I supposed to do? Oh. Am I gonna have to bury her in these trophies? I really don't want to do that. Middle of the month? Okay. So you have some time, but I know that prepping for an audit takes forever. So sad. I hug you back. I hug you back, Arizona. Thank you for the hug. What's happening? She's sad. Fishy. That's Mom Fishy. Redemption? What's happening? Reconnecting? Are they reconnecting? Cute. Finally got it? Wait, got what? Oh, the hug back. Yeah. Yeah. This is beautiful. Fish look awfully familiar. Finding Nemo clownfish. I don't think they're clownfish, but they do have those vibes. For sure. Lights. Is this the mirror that started the game? We had to click one to like start a new game. I feel like this is it. Whoops. Ooh, that's bright. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, 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 swimming. Oh, we're going back through the memories. Did we already finish the game? Oh, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Had a rough night last night. Today is much better. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that too. Sometimes it takes me a minute to figure out that I'm supposed to be doing something. But I got it. It's good. It's cool. This kind of has, you guys watched Lizzie McGuire at some point? Like, where she had the little, like, cartoon character that also represented her. That kind of has those vibes. Where it's like her and her little cartoon self. I like it. I was a big Lizzie McGuire fan. Oh. Fourth Wall, yeah, exactly. Enjoyed that show. I loved it too. It was so good. So sad. Aww. A crush on Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff was beautiful. She is beautiful still. She's trying to make peace with her memories. With her mom. Aww. I mean, who didn't exactly? Exactly. Aww. This is so sad that you gotta read the feels. Got her in the feels too. His hand, I didn't leave. I didn't? Wait, you didn't have a crush on Hilary Duff? What? Have you played Lake? Lake is on my list of play this month, Arizona. I'm excited to play Lake. Does it have similar vibes? Is that why you ask? Did her mom die? Is this a totally mouse click game? Yep, 100% just click through. It's on Xbox Game Pass. I'm playing it through Xbox Game Pass, so if anybody has that, you can play it for free. It's supposed to take like an hour to play. Let's see, where are we at? We're just slightly over an hour right now. And I've stopped to talk a few times, so it's very good. Don't have Xbox? Do you, on your PC, if you, not that you have to, but just so you know, there's Xbox Game Pass for PC that you can get. It's like $15 a month, and you get access to like hundreds of games. A lot of the games that I play are on Xbox Game Pass. A lot of the indie games and stuff that I like are all in there. I enjoy it a lot. It's definitely worth the money for me, at least. I pay for it every month, but I'm playing like probably 4 games on it every month, at least at 2. Plus ones I play offline. Do have Steam? Yeah, it is on Steam too. It's on Steam too. It was only just recently released, too. Game Pass is how I've been getting a lot of games. Same. Interesting game it is. It is. It's a very deep metaphor. I like it, though. I like these kind of games. I drag y'all through these kind of games all the time. I make you experience games that you guys probably would never play otherwise. Fear me, no worries, Shadow. Do your thing. Do your thing. think I'm supposed to be doing anything. Yeah, I can't use my mouse, so it's good. But yeah, Prissy, it's completely mouse click, and a lot of it's just like kind of watching. So it's pretty cool. Very simple game to go through. Cute. All those trophies. Enjoying the soundtrack while I watch JD stream ASMR. There you go. It is a good vibe, ASMR and this music in the background. That's pretty good. I like that. This is on it. Omno was on it, but just take it off and so much more. I think I played Omno on it. I knew that it was leaving soon. Yeah, I've played so many games on there on Game Pass. It's easy to play so many of the indie games that I like to play, and so many of them are like mental health related too, that are on my list. And so like this was one of the ones that was indie and mental health related. So I like that. Game Pass has been pulling some really good games in. It's done. It's done. We're definitely gonna play one of our other games tonight. We won't skip it. We'll let it play. We gotta give credit to all the indie game developers. That's how we roll up in here. That was lovely. Such a feely game. I agree. I enjoyed that. That was like, it was like deep, but also light at the same time. I like the music. When they say it's a quick game, like it's gonna take an hour, I just always assume it's gonna take longer. This one legit took us like an hour. Against the fear that broke. I'm always trying to see if I recognize any names for other games we played. Pulls at your heartstrings. Finch did that so much for me. That's true. That one too. We did, yeah. Friends, family, and you. So many indie games will thank the game player too. I like that. I know not where I'm going, but I'll find you. BRB, eating to bed. Okay, no worries. Sleep well. I get Florence and the Machine vibes from this one. Ooh, that's true. It does kind of have that like flow to it that they do, like in the like pitch that they're singing in. Eat that child, yeah. Eat him. I'm gonna make some more tea. Cute ending. I agree. It was cute. It did. I like that it like was deep and light at the same time, but it came back up like out of the depth. It's kind of a nice like return from it. Fonts used. I love that. I think that's it. What game was it? Was it Omno that the credits went for like years? I was like, oh my gosh, we're only in the A's. I can't remember which game that was, but it took so long. Maybe it was Short Hike. No, it wasn't a Short Hike because we could like kind of click through those. Annapurna did this game too. Yes. Oh, they did Finch. I didn't realize that. That's cool. I did not realize. Gonna X out. All the achievements were weird for this game. I don't know if I didn't see any, well, I guess I don't know if the achievements pop up on this one. Whoops, for me. Let's switch, it was Omno. Okay, let me switch to chatting real fast. I'll get the game switched. I'll have to change all my settings and stuff, so bear with me. You missed a bunch that I know of? Oh, shoot. I'll have to go back through it. Oops. Pulled my headphone out. Got caught on my ring. And pulled the little squishy thing off the headphone. It's fine. That's definitely totally normal. Let me switch to game. Let's see. I'm looking at the achievements while I have them up, and I don't think I got any of them. Oh, I did. I got 3 of them. I missed 90% of them. Switching games, yes. Yes, we're going to switch to some games on Steam that I have. I have 2 options that we can play. One is Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft. But they're gonna have... Oh, it looks like they're gonna have a... Wait, what? 8. Oh, they're gonna have a DLC coming out in 2 weeks. We're not gonna play that one. We're gonna wait. I think we'll play the other one. You Will Not Remain, and wait on Dagon, because it looks like that one's gonna have a DLC in like literally 15 days. So I think we'll wait on that one. Welcome to the stream of how many games can Slinky beat in 24 hours? Imagine. You Will Not Remain is also a short one. It's supposed to take like 30 to 90 minutes. But this one will probably take me longer. It's an 8-bit game, so it's going to be different, but it has kind of the same vibe. Basically, this one is like you're trapped in your apartment. Like you have to stay in your apartment, but like the city is falling apart while you're inside. You can I don't know exactly what exactly it is, but I know it's kind of a point and click adventure as well. But just so everybody knows, it is like a mental health thing, so there's going to be some things about anxiety and depression and depth in that too. I don't think that's a whole game, but it is going to touch on some sensitive topics too, which we do all the time here. So that's nothing new, but just so everybody is very aware that that is going to happen. All right, let me get this open. Except Coffee Talk. Sorry, no, sorry. Yeah, I did not, that one I did not finish. Let me switch screens. I'll leave the music on for a second. It's gonna be a black screen while I switch the game. Oh, it didn't. It automatically did it. Yes! I thought I might have got that set up correctly. Finally! Can you hear the music? It's really quiet. It's really quiet. I think it'll get louder as we go. So you're trapped in your apartment in this game that's new? Well, you're not trapped, but if you leave, I think you're part of like the war kind of thing that happens. Anxiety and depression in a game? I have it in real life. No need for simulation when you can have real stuff. I mean, same. Welcome back, Shadow. Record time speedrun of Slinky game. Stage 200 plus in 7 days. Imagine. Imagine. I could never. I can't even get past day 7. I can't get past day 7. But also, welcome in, Justin. How are you doing? Okay, this game was made on the land of the Wurundjeri Wurrian. I'm gonna butcher these. People of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past and present. Emerging sovereignty was never ceded. Colonial violence never stopped. Also, I need to change the game. Hold on one second. I just realized I haven't changed any of that. Okay, we can take off the seizure warning. I need to think of a new title. How am I supposed to think of a new title under these conditions? You will not remain. We're gonna do, will our memories remain? That's a good play on it, right? Right? Love it. Changed. Okay. Let me switch. I'm gonna make some more tea. If anybody wants to pick my tea, please feel free. I'm gonna do that really fast, and then we'll dive into this game. Also, I apologize for not being chatty. There are elections tonight, and I'm a nerd, so I'm monitoring those. No, you're fine. I know that you like those kind of things, and that's totally fine. You can always do you. It's totally fine. Doesn't bother me. Also, I saw that, Reaper, I saw you're lurking, and I just remembered that I missed your message. Let me scroll back. Gonna lurk and play something as well. Okay, Reaper, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm so sorry. I know I missed your message. Enjoy. I hope you find something good to play. I'm alright figuring out what to play. I feel if I watch something, I will get too cozy. That's fair. Made some dinner and now in lax mode. Perfect. What'd you have for dinner? Anything good? How are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. Today was a little rough. But tonight I'm doing well. I'm glad to be here. It's not good, but it's quick. I mean, that counts. Nice. I'm the kind of nerd that has multiple screens up from different sources, like I'm in a political war room. I love it. That's good. All right. Oh, I forgot to finish my tea. Did I put honey in here already? No. My memory is not great today. I hug you back, Daniel. You Will Not Remain is a story about isolation that contains dark themes and deals with mental health issues, like I said. These include, but are not limited to, anxiety, depression, dissociation, and suicidal ideation. You Will Not Remain is a short game intended to be played in one sitting. There is no saving. Oh no! Well, sure hope we finish that tonight. We'll be fine. I made some spaghetti. Oh yeah, which is probably why I'm contributing to my lax mode. Cheesy had spaghetti tonight too, and I want that. Smash out work, and I'm break 30 minutes early. Let's go! Where are we up to? Oh no, I missed Memoir. Yeah, we're finished. We're finished. We're jumping into We Will Not Remain. You Will Not Remain. It's kind of a dark one, but it's only supposed to take like between 30 and 90 minutes to finish. It's a very quick game, but it's a lot of mental health topics and things like that too. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good. Yeah, no saving. I know. That makes me real nervous. It's time to wake up. Prissy, are you still here? Prissy, wake up. I can't help it. I can't help it. What do I press? Why can't I click into the game? Oh, spacebar. Got it. I don't like this. Again, how many more agains will you have? How long have you been here? I'm gonna leave you and watch some Grey's. Night. Enjoy. I love Grey's Anatomy. Have fun. Have fun, Lulu. Does it matter? I'm still here. I'm just looking through games. Oh wait, can I click on things yet? I don't understand why my mouse won't work. Oh, okay. Because I don't need my mouse in this game, apparently. Okay, no mouse. All game was all mouse. This game is no mouse. The leaves are drooping. You should water it. You fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. So many games, indeed. You've never been so good with plants, and sometimes trying hard is what kills them. That is me in summary. Can't keep a plant alive to save my soul. You still have plenty of grounds an instant when you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. Making it as much ritual as comfort, you cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. Did anybody pick my tea? Did I miss that? If anybody wants to pick my tea, you can use your channel points to pick it. Otherwise, I'll just pick one. I don't think I missed it. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, the strange shapes your hands make around the porcelain. What did I miss? Plural of mouses, mouses? Yeah. Plural of mooses, meese. Yeah, exactly, absolutely. Ooh, I come back to Animal Crossing, except the graphics for the game have gone downhill. Ketchup flavor, that's rude. That's rude, man. Plural of goose is souks? Souks? What? Snatch a shoe, Jeezy. Let's go. Ketchup tea. I hate ketchup, so Matt's picking on me for ketchup in general. Yeah, ban Matt. Let's do mango. Okay. Mango, ginger. I need to go get some more tea. What? Yeah, I don't like ketchup at all. I mean, it's fine. I can eat it. I just strongly prefer not to have ketchup. Tomato sauce isn't that bad. Ketchup is. Ketchup is all sugar. We can't be friends, but Prissy. How am I supposed to sing your song if we're not friends? It's like you made me a mod out of pity, so I can't be banned. Whatever. Long live Matt. Barbecue sauce. I don't mind barbecue sauce, but it's still pretty sweet. Ketchup is sugar. Ketchup is all sugar. You pour it down the sink, wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. Oh yeah, our products have way less sugar. Ours do not. Ours have all the sugar. It is not. It is. It is all sugar. Channel after channel of nothing. If you look up, like say McDonald's, for example. If you look up the calorie list on, like, cheeseburger, with and without ketchup, it's like 300 calories less if you don't have ketchup on it. I'm just saying. And I make my own ketchup barbecue sauce at home. Vinegar, yes. Vinegar barbecue sauce especially is my favorite. Ketchup is not. Because I'm le sheep. So you should see my pepper fermentation. The smell is heavenly. Oh, I need to get on that label. I forgot. I knew I was going to forget. If you're at Mickey D's, you're not looking at calories. The whole point of that place is not to look at calories. I was just using that as an example. It's glucose, fruit. Why can't I say fructose? There we go. Which is multiple types of sugar, including vinegars and so forth. Yeah, it's a lot of sugar. And summary. I don't want to let this tea steep long enough, so we're taking it out. I may be drinking honey water. I just stopped looking at calorie lists. I don't want to know how much my food was. That's fair. I don't really look at calorie lists either. Just to be very clear, I just don't like ketchup. And I'm just saying, proving my point that ketchup has a lot of calories. That's all. I wish my stomach would ignore the calories. Fair. Same. How do I turn the volume up on this game? Channel after channel is nothing. Is there settings someplace? No? You can't pause. You can't go to a menu. You can't save. I can't turn the volume up. Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume up for you guys at least. I won't be able to hear any louder, but at least you guys will have a little more volume. Let me know if it's too much though. How do I get to this screen? I hate counting calories. Everything I eat is so high in calories, I just go hungry because the portion is so small. It's true. Sriracha is a fermenter pepper hot sauce. Capsicum, we call it. Yeah. I love sriracha. Make some hot sauce. I have Fresno, cayenne, habaneros in the garden. Yeah. I just dislike counting. Yeah, I agree. Is it getting bigger or was it always that size? If you were prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. But you're not. Haven't been for some time. You've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. About drawing myself in that tea. Ketchup, tomato sauce. I like tomatoes in their raw, fresh form. I don't like plain tomatoes at all either. I just like regular tomatoes more than I dislike ketchup. Found out it made little to no difference when I counted calories. It was more portion and moderation. Yeah, usually more like macro micronutrients, I think. And portions, yeah. If I went heavy on one thing, I'd gain weight. That's fair. Can't do raw tomato. My stomach says no. All that acid. I don't know if it has to do with being a mesomorph. I don't know. I don't know much about it. Moderation is key for healthy food relations. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Mesomorph will always count because it's your body type, shape, and so forth. Fair. Shads is the one that can educate us all on this. I cannot. There's not much else to do. You could walk around circles around the apartment or you could go back to bed. Bark, bark. Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. This goes very slow. You would have surely heard it before this. Bark, bark, bark. Howl! I like food. Same. Greedy would not believe how much that helped save me when it came time to buy a wedding dress 3 months ago. True. That's fair. This reminded me of a project I did in college. This game does. Better ignore it. Who knows what it is? If it's even anything at all, you wouldn't trust your mind to not play tricks on you. Howl! Not a chance you'll be able to sleep with that racket. So I'm not going to bed. We gotta go find the doggy. You better go see what it is, just in case. Why aren't you on a diet? Because I like to eat. Yes, School of Rock, exactly. Practically depriving myself solely for the dress. That's not good. That's not good. No, this talk about calories and food stuff, my project. Oh, I get you. I get you. Yeah, moderation. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you? Bark, bark. You can do this. Come on. Like saying the words will help. Howl! Just do it. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. I tried the only healthy and all that, and it was not happy eating, so my weight stayed the same from the stress of not eating how I wanted. It's more healthy just to eat how I wanted and not go all out. That's true. I agree with that. I felt so much better at the final fitting. Fair. Done heaps of projects on calories and diets, nutritious info, and dietary requirements for different faiths. Oh, really? That's kind of cool, Shads. That'd be very interesting. Bark, bark! It's only down the hall. You can do this. Find the doggy. That's a very scary door. Bark, bark! Mentality is a massive impact for diet. I would agree with that. Bark, bark! All this food talk is making me hungry. I know, me too. Can't eat anything more tonight. Oh no. I just got an achievement called the dog days aren't over. There's something wrong with this apartment. Bark, bark. Is that a dog? But it doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. It's thin, skin stretched tight across the ribs, long body, all bones, and hard ankles. Bark! It was a year-long journey from proposal to wedding day, but I'm so proud of myself. Good. Good. I'm having mashed potato, braised silverside, and cabbage. Ooh, I'm hungry. Lurk, thank you for the lurking TV, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, and thanks for the follow tonight. I appreciate you. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Bark. That's right. Everything is okay. Whine. Do you want to come with me? Whine. Is that a yes? Whoa! The dog jumps forward before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pants happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Looks up Silverside. Oh, fish. Yeah, fish. Whoa, down. It drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you, tongue lolling out of a mouth bisected with wiggly, sharp teeth. Well, it's this way, I guess. Can I click on this? It's purple. No. Okay, I can't do anything else. Fish? It's beef. Oh, I thought it was fish too. Just kidding. Corned beef. It's British name? Oh. Huh. Didn't know that. You're glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. How did the dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it will be like nothing has ever been here at all. I have what looks like 10 metric tons of spaghetti since it's only me eating in the fridge for leftovers after tonight. That's a good idea. I should start doing that. I'm not very good at like cooking and doing leftovers and things like that. I don't eat seafood. I'm not a big seafood person either. I don't mind like... I love catfish, but as far as other fish go, catfish and tuna are the fish that I'll eat. Outside of that, I don't want it. Dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air. Oh, yep, it's beef. I confused it for silverside fish. That's what I thought it was, too. Bark. Just a little further. Come on, puppy. Silverside is so common as a name. My bad. Oh, you're good. It's all good. The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. I need the text to just go slightly faster. I read too fast for this. Glad to see you like it. Been known to eat some toothfish and dagon. Is that how you say that? But not in ages? I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of either of those. This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to go to sleep. Arf? Bed. Arf! I guess you're sleeping with me. Had turtle a few times and that was nice, but the feeling of eating it felt mean. Ooh, I couldn't do that. I have a pet turtle right over the other side of the screen. I couldn't do it. You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. Dogong, I think you call it sea manatee. Wait, really? I didn't know you could eat manatee. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I feel like noodles taste better with the marinara sauce on top after a night in the fridge and bowl, so leftovers sometimes is better. I guess that's true. It kind of like seeps into the noodles some more. Putting on toothfish is so nice. I looked after turtles, 2 of them. It was a ceremony, that's why I ate it. Oh no. I guess that's fair. Dugong. Oh, dugong. Okay. Thanks, Daniel. Sea manatee? Oh, you mean me at the beach? Oh my gosh. When you settle into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck. Warm, metallic breath lulling you to sleep. Mountain Dugong. Like the Pokemon, Dugong. Oh no. Wait, what's happening? What happened to my house? Where am I? Like a Pokemon, yeah. Radio static. Video killed the radio star achievement. Let's go. No. No. We can't do this again. If you don't think about it, it's like it never happened. Oh, it's called Dugong Sea Cows. Oh, it's very delicious there. Sea cows, yeah. I didn't even know people ate there. The dog is waking us up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Prissy, wake up. Video killed the radio star. Okay, I'm up. Bark. That's certainly one way to be woken up. You can't complain though. Not when it saved you from... Bark, bark. Right. You have a dog now. A very strange looking dog. Thinking you're breaking static up. If I was a sea mammal, I would be a beluga whale. They're so adorable. I do like beluga whales. Let's water the plant. Water the plant. Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead. Maybe that means something. Let's give the dog food before we make coffee. You get it water, then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages, and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. Munch, munch. It's eating so fast, you barely see it chew. You better not throw that up. Coffee. You make coffee just like every other morning. You cradle the cup in your hands, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup until the liquid cools. Just like every other morning. But this time, something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway. Bitter all the way down. Love the beluga. I'm watching Finding Dory. That's you. Bark, bark. Are you hungry? Bark, bark. You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. How come I have a feeling this game is going to get you attached to your dog before killing it off? Probably. That seems to be my luck with pets. Well, you fed the dog. May as well feed yourself. The beluga was so good. Agreed. You cook with whatever you can find, thankful for the electric stovetop. You eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. Bark! You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Bark, bark! I think the dog needs to go potty. Whine. You want to leave? Bark! Okay, you're the boss. Wait, can I go up this way? No, there's nothing else to do here. Bark! Casey. How's the barking going with your ASMR? It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is happy to be outside. Where are we going? Bark! Hold your horses! Writers that like putting that in games needs to be nut punched, in my opinion. Wait, putting what in games? What'd I miss? Bark! Where are you going, donkey? So evil. Oh, killing off animals. I agree. You've never been up here. Arf! Oh, we're gonna play fetch. Love the barks? Yeah. Sure. Oh, it's... You're worried if you stare too long, you might fall in. Bark! The dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment its eyes flash violet. I really wish the text would go faster. It's driving me crazy trying to read this so slow. No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. Throw the ball. Message received. Okay. Ball? Throw it. Pitch. Yeah. Barky RP, Sleeky Bark P. You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast, otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. Barker P. Don't throw it too far. That is dangerous. Dog doesn't seem worried about it. Are we playing? Bitch. What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday at least. One of them. Maybe even all of them. I think that's enough for one day. Wine. We can come back tomorrow.
Wee!
Wee! Okay, back inside. Someone's in a rush. Curious about that one. Meow. Meow. Didn't take you long to figure out home. Wee. So what's this game about exactly? Basically the world is ending and we have to stay inside of our house, the whole apartment. But I'm pretty sure we're by ourselves other than this dog. So we have this entire like apartment building to ourselves. So I'm not sure exactly. Other than that has mental health things. That's basically what I got from the description though. Yeah, we've been going for about 2 hours. You just the world? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, exactly. Dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. You're so tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? Better not be like the Will Smith movie. I mean, I can't make any promises. I've never played it. You can't remember. Bark! I'm sorry, I think that's all I have for today. Wine. I guess this is my life now. Could be worse. You crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them. Not since. The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected, seen as its skin and bone. It cuddles into you, knife-long teeth, a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. Here we go again. You wish this was over. Gotta go listen to the radio again. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound. No thought. You type in her number into your phone. You know it's off by heart. That was a very confusing sentence. The sound of the buttons are familiar melody. Ring, ring. Mr. Planty! Thank you for the biddies! How are ya? Welcome in. How's it going? How's your evening? Is, Planty streaming? Maybe now? 2 minutes? I can't remember what the time difference is. But how are you? See, okay, cool. Are you playing some Fortnite? Is she doing Fortnite today? She isn't doing Fortnite tonight. I saw her post, but I don't remember what it is. Rip me. You try again, and again, and again. Ring, ring. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. You try to convince yourself. Pokemon Snap. That's what it is. Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. Tell her I said hello. Don't let anyone in. Okay, I have to head off to bed now. I have to get up early to eat brekkie and then take 2 buses to work. Oof. Well, good luck with that. Sleep well. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good rest of your stream tonight. You too. Have a good night, Chrissy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Can I get another shout out for Chrissy before they leave, please? But thank you, Chrissy. Have a wonderful sleep and day tomorrow. Hopefully we'll catch you on for your stream. We're in cheesy stream. Thank you, Matt. And Shadow. She has to be inside. Maybe already downstairs. Just in time. Just in time. Is it cracking up the game or my computer? It's the game. It's the game. Okay, I'm up. Bark. Sorry, cheesy. Water the plant, make coffee, feed the dog. When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. It seems like it's always thirsty. A need so deep it couldn't be slaked by an ocean? I haven't heard the word slaked. You used to know something about need. Now you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. No poppy queso in here. Coffee? First things first. Coffee. You make it hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it, foreign in your unfamiliar hands. You pour it down the sink. Wow. You win some, you lose some. Bark! You feed the doggy. Here you go. Munch, munch. You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? You can't remember. You should probably name them. What shall you be named? What's your name? You can't keep calling them dog after all. No poppy queso. You, sir, time to change those hearing aid batteries. Oh no. Bark. That's very helpful. How about Rex? Wine. Marble? Wine. Marble sink? Wine. Gas stove? Wine. Okay, shake. Bark. Lamb shake? Bark. Lamb shank? Really? Bark. Alright, you're the boss. The newly named lamb shake looks absurdly pleased with himself. Sigh. Fine. What? Bark. Time to go play fetch again? This hallway feels longer every time. Bark! Nothing had changed. The sky is... it's there. Don't think about it. Thank you for the clip, Flarkin. I'm already hosting. Thank you for hosting, chats. I appreciate you. Fetch. Wrong wine, but oh well. It's all good. It's all good. It's kind of funny. I kind of find that punny. I don't know why. How long has it been since you've become stuck here? I feel like we're gonna throw that off the roof. That's gonna be sad. Like a fake raid? Don't do it. Someone could tell you it'd been weeks, months, or years and you believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles in their backs shift when you hold them. Well, it's me and I usually make puns. True, that's fair. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. That's enough. Time to go back. Bark. Bark. Dog is always like ready to go. When do we get to go in the other doors? Wait, did our door change? Did it have stars before? I don't remember the stars. Also, I've been avoiding this circle because I thought it was a table and I just realized it's a rug. You should eat something, but maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Or was it 5 days? Do you think I should eat lamb shake? Bark! Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stove top. How? I'm coming. This dog is like keeping our schedule for us. You and Lambshank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. You do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works. Don't look at the sky. The sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? It grew. Oh, it didn't work on mobile? Wait, what? The dog looks like a greyhound or whippet. It kind of does, Shadow. You're not wrong. It's... How? Dog looks like a very verified cutie pie. It hurts to look at. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home, and everything will be the way it always was. I was trying to fake raid, offline raid. Oh, I got you. I get you. This is your public service announcement. Her voice is robotic, clinical, and detached, while the world forever changes. Don't let anyone in that comes from outside for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone... You got it to work! Oh, it's just slow. Oh, it's just now happening? Well, rip. Cheers. Cheers. Thanks for that. Raid. There's your shout out. And then the welcome raiders message. Oh, gee. Are you new here? You new here? Yeah. Oh no, out of shout out, I'm sorry. No, I don't care. I'd shout you out anyway. Wait for it. There's still a raiders message coming. There it is. Never been. Seems nice. It seems nice. It's questionable. It looks questionable to me. My hair driving me nuts tonight. I gotta stop messing with it. We repeat. People from the outside are displaying signs. Signs of what? Just signs? They're just displaying signs. They have a right to bear signs. Arf. Predictable. Take all the shoutouts, exactly. You take care of the plant. It does help boost you slightly more than a host, plus it also does a second host if already hosting. Wait, really? I didn't know that. Interesting. You don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hands unfamiliar, body unfamiliar, mind alien, even after all this time. This is like the disassociation thing that the warning was talking about. You used to go to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do. Here's a trick I learned last week. Oh, really? I didn't know that was a thing. You used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. Bark, bark. It's time to feed Lamb Shake. Why is Pupper on the table? It's a rug. It turns out it's a rug. You fill up the food bowl. Munch, munch. Going outside today? Bark, bark. Howl! Lamb Shake likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungrier out here. More alien. Oh, it's a rug. Oops. I did the same thing. I was walking around it the whole time, and then I finally realized that it was a rug and not a table. Oh! Lamb Shake has decided it's time for fetch.
Wee!
Wee! Cheers. Cheers. Bark. Excuse me, Lamb Shake. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Bark. I want to go a different way. What if I go this way? Can I do anything else? So many sounds. All the sounds. I know we've been in there before. But what if I walk down here? The exit? You were a different person before this new existence. At least you think you were. You remember feeling more, not just often, but also deeply. The emotions had names, and you could easily place them to the way your mind and body vibrated in time with your heart. Also, I just figured out I could press spacebar again and it will finish the text. I'm so dumb. 6 months, 7 days. Let's go. Wow, dang. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. You've been following forever. 11 months, 16 days. Wow. Dang, Larkin. Almost a year. I'm a wee baby here. Much new, very wow fam. Indeed. You can't name what you're feeling anymore. You're unsure if you even are. A chasm yawns inside of you, slowly growing with each moment you spend in this in-between. You want to think of who you used to be, what you were outside of these walls. But there's nothing left to think about. Yeah. Watchage? It's watch time. I believe. Should be watch time. There you go. 10 hours and 30 minutes. Dang! You're already accruing the hours up in here. Can I click on this door yet? No. Okay, we'll go play fetch. Walk, walk, walk. Lamb Shake's like, get your butt in here. Bark! 11 hours of mobile viewing on my breaks. Indeed. Or probably, it could count. Do you think it counts like that time that you had me up on your desktop, like tabbed up on your desktop before you went to work? Sometimes you think about going outside, being done with it all, finished. Playtime, woo! But you have lamb shake now. I'm not really sure what we are either. One day, 11 hours, let's go. Yeah, I have you open at home on my PC. You do now? I know you told me you had before. Well, thank you. That's very kind. 35 hours, flex. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on wooden nails as you claw yourself out. No, you'll stay here. Yeah, I do today. Well, thanks, Shots. That's very kind. For however long that is. Time to go, lamb shake. Taco Frank! Mark, hey, did you have your taco talk today? You go live at 10 a.m. my time, so I opened your chat at 6 a.m. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, this morning, how'd it go? I missed it. I missed it while at work. How was it? Can I get a shout out for Unicorn Taco too, please? It went good? Good. Was it like, did it flow like you were hoping to? Or you have adjustments to make? Like, what's your feels for it? Time for bed? Yeep? Huh? That's weird. You can hear something. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate it. Nice try, Larkin. I'm gonna rewatch my VOD and see. Cool. Let me know what you think. I'm curious. Curious to see how it went. Wait, has the radio been here? Hello? What? Is anyone there? No, you're imagining things. It's not possible. Did it flow like endless taco hour at the bodega? That sounds amazing. It can't be. But we're awake right now. Nice try, Shots. Oh, we weren't awake. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay. Are you? Lamshake's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. You've never seen him like this before. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. You pet Lamshake, running fingers down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against them. You're so tired. Fell back asleep. What should you do? This is your public service announcement. The people from outside are marked. They can only get in if you let them in. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you. Wait, what? We should definitely let her in. Happy hour at my bodega is topless mimosas. As much as you can legally drink in 2 hours? That's insane. That sounds dangerous. She's here. She's safe. Do not let them in. They will hurt you. Please, babe, let me in. I'm scared. We repeat, they will hurt you. We'll definitely let them in. You're at the door, unable to open it, heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You want to let her in, you do, but nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move, to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else, like you're no longer there, like you're watching yourself, like someone else would watch you. Babe, please, I'm so scared. So are you. White noise. White. You don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. Not safe. The screaming starts. You are brittle, and this is what breaks you. Who's seeking out trust? It wouldn't let me do anything. I tried. It's dangerously fun. That's fair. Don't let them in. You have a puppy to care for. Let the dog decide. I didn't get a choice. Good work snatching a shoe, Alice. But I don't like OJ. Oh, that's fair. Nice shoes. I'm up, Lamshake. I'm up. Is anything real? Lamshake is such a cute name. It's cute. Is anything real? You watered the plant just in case. Seems real. Oh, there's a closet or something back there? Is anything real? Wow, we're just saying is anything real 100 times. Is anything real? Bark, bark. Real or not, you need to feed Lamshake. But what's this? What's this? Is anything real? Oh. Apparently, I have no idea still what that is. It did not tell me. You fill up the food bowl. Munch, munch. Time to go look at the sky. Ow! Is anything real? Are we just just gonna say that about everything? Major dissociation. Bark! Time to play fetch. Listen, Lampshake, if you could maybe not be straight in the way of the door, that would be fantastic. Getting philosophical. What is real? Indeed. What is the meaning of real? Bark! Casey! Casey, oh my gosh! No. No. Mm-mm. Thank you, Casey. That's extremely kind. I don't know what to do with that. I feel awkward. Hi, Casey. This is real. Does it mean anything? Like that little emo. And what's worse, that this isn't real? Casey, for real, thank you. Thank you. I'm awkward, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I'm really glad that you're here. Not because of biddies, but just because you're here. Just so you know. It makes me happy. And I love seeing you in the other streams, too. Or that it means nothing at all. Appropriate for this game glitch? Yeah, exactly. And you can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelt. Can't recall how she fit within these spaces. This is sad. I feel this. This is a mood. There's some of my emotes that I haven't finished updating. The lurk and the cheers and the love ones are updated, but you can see like the like laughing one is slightly less crisp because I haven't changed the highlights on them yet than the other ones. The hype, it doesn't really matter because it's wiggling so much you can't even tell. Time to go Lampshake. Bark. The rip one I did not make. That was one I bought on Etsy. I was buying, before we started playing like quick games, I was buying follower emotes based on the game that we were playing. I got that from a streamer friend. So when we played like a Plague Tale, I got like rat emotes and things like that. That one was from a spooky one, so I just left the rip one. Everybody liked that one, so I left it in there. Not a chance. No eating? Okay, we're going to bed. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Rip is an important emote. Yeah, exactly. I need to make my own eventually. You pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep. Mochi's my fave. That one I just am really proud of because I learned how to do animation for that. And it actually looks like Cat Jam. So, yeah, I'm proud of that one. Attention, citizens. Wine. I love the chill vibes of your stream, Sleeky. Glad to be here. I appreciate it, Casey. I appreciate it. You animated it? Yeah. I learned how to do animation just for that emote. The other ones, like, the hype one and the... Oh, I animated the wave. I animated the wave first. That's the one that I learned how to do animation from. And then I learned how to do the full-scale Mochi dance one. But the hype and the hype train, I used like a website just to do the basics of. There wasn't any point to animate my own when the website could do what I wanted. I got this one from Shark. I like that one, the Pat Bat. I love that one. This is still image, but Twitch can make it twerk. Yeah. Oh wait, Twitch can make it twerk? I didn't know Twitch had the ability to do the animations. I did them on another place. Attention citizens, the city has fallen. Wine. That's enough, Lampshake. In the coming months, we will be evacuating any remaining survivors. Lampshake, we might be able to leave. Wine. Make sure to keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been... Lampshake, what's wrong? Lampshake looks nervously around the room, flinches at the sound of the radio. We will tell you when it's safe to leave. Ow! It's okay, let's go to bed. Everything is going to be okay. Do I have Appa Pat? I should make it into an emote? Do it. Yeah, you can upload an image on the dashboard under the animated section and choose from the animations. Oh, I didn't know that. Corn. Corn is funny. I love that hippo one too. There's a corn horror game in which everything is corn. Even you are a corn cop? Really? That's wild. You get under the covers. For the first time, Lampshake doesn't join you. Interesting. Oh, I'm gonna leave in the dream? Oh, no, I'm not. This is not gonna work. Corn. Anything but this. You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor. The There's a horror game that's based on toilets. I have seen that one. We repeat, do not let anything in. The screaming continues. On and sob, sob, sob. Time passes and stops and starts. The radio cracking in and out of life. Her screams softening. Please getting weaker as the days stretch into each other. So this could be scary. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. Are you alone? White noise, nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. What happened to the person at the door? I'm not sure. We got a green thumb achievement. Apparently we made our plant really grow. Especially if you use them contrary to the intended use. True. You wake slowly. You're used to Lampshake acting as an alarm, all wagging tail and doggy kisses. He's across the room, staring out the balcony door at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time the memory is fuzzier, worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know. They scrolled up plant. You water the plant. Something burns in your chest, but you choke it down. Without you, the plant would die. Copy. No, you can't. Your stomach keeps turning over and over like something is trying to escape alive. You leave it, the cup strangely lonely when filled to the brim. We got a caffeine addiction achievement too. You fill the bowl, but Lampshake doesn't come running. Lampshake, food time. He ignores you. Come on, you need to eat. We're leaving today. Whine. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way. The pickup zone is... It's time to go. Whine. I want to go look at this first. Toilet Chronicles is the game. Yeah, I've watched somebody play it recently, and it's funny. I think that's what Sharvana was playing, right? Sharvana and Pat and Stefan. I think that's the game they were playing. It was really funny. I enjoyed it. Caffeine addiction, sips coffee. Yeah, nah, mate. You'll never see this place again. Is that a good thing? Our doggy is scared. Can't go that way. Doggy is preventing it. Can I help my doggy? What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls, outside the city? Have you seen Kill It With Fire? I have. I have not played it, but I have seen it. It's kind of funny. Do you still belong out there? With people and their soft skin, soft hands, soft hearts, will they now be as alien to you as the sky? It's on Xbox Game Pass too. There it is, the door. Whine, whine, whine. Come on, Lampshake. Lampshake clearly doesn't want to leave. There was a time where slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, the few that remained with you, but you could hear them, human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. You've never, the spiders take control of a nuclear device. I've never heard of the spider game. It's kind of funny. It's kind of creepy, but you just like light them on fire. You pull down one of the boards. Whine. Hush, Lampshake. The noise has been comforting. You weren't alone, but they didn't last forever, and over time faded into nothing. They must have left, taken their chances in the city falling around them. Anything better than staying here, being inside, trapped like a rat in a cage, every day played out again and again until... It takes about 5 to 6 hours to play that game? Oh, I didn't really realize that it was like a completion game. I thought it was just like a... You just like play it kind of thing. It's cute and fun, and then hours you realize there's a storyline. It's actually linear. It takes about 5 to 6 hours. Dang. Took me longer, Reaper. I'm slow. How fast was Sleeky on Memoir? 80 minutes for me? It was 80 minutes, but I talked for like 25. It was around 25, 30 minutes that I did like my talking at the beginning. It took me right at like an hour for Memoir. You pull down the second board. Whine. Bark. Lampshake. That's enough. You've never yelled at Lampshake before. Shame blooms deep in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. Know that if you see the fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. 50 for 100% on Memoir here. Okay, well, listen. Pro gamer. You pull down the final board. A beginning and an end, you think. You'd been the one to put them here. A reminder to never leave as a city siren song promised an escape. You lay your hands on the door, palm against the cool, thick wood. Lampshake, you ready? Whimper. He's trembling uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room so fast they roll into the back of his head. You pull the key from your pocket, fit it into the lock, turn the handle. Bark, bark! Oh my gosh! Lambshank is terrifying. Lambshank lashes forward, closing teeth on your sleeve. With a vicious yank, he pulls you backwards, away from the door. Lambshank! Bark, bark! Lambshank, what's going on? Every inch of his stretched skin looks like it's ready to fight. Lips peeled back from inch-long teeth as saliva drips from a maw gaping impossibly open, wide enough to swallow someone whole. Shanky! Oh no! He's protect! Bark, bark, bark! Lambshank! Bark! Knock, knock. No. Knock, 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 knock. It can't. Oh, we floating backwards. What the heck? Inside. You're inside again. Bark. What happened? Lambshank runs to his abandoned food, the leftovers of leftovers that you'd served still there silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door? Bark. Munch, munch. Lambshank happily devours food, ghostly tongue scraping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl. Moonwalking, yeah, basically. That was wild. Thank you, Lambshank. Yep. He jumps on the spot, looking absurdly proud of himself. Really, I mean it. Howl! Bark! Hold your horses. Oh, we gotta do all the things. Okay. Click, click. Radio killed the VHS. Nothing, you're not sure what you expected. Can I go outside? Does anything happen if I do? No. Let's do coffee before the radio. Can you just go back to this in-between life of fetch and half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? Nothing. Tonight or maybe tomorrow or maybe a week from now, you'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lambshank was right to be afraid. I still have Tarzan on VHS. Oh my gosh. I think my parents still have all the old VHSs that I had as a kid. I don't have any of them. I have a bunch of DVDs that I don't think I've used in like 5 years, so. Bug's Life as well. Ooh. Yeah, I had like 101 Dalmatians, like the story and the movie, like on cassette that I'd listen to fall asleep at night. My sister and I would pick which books and like sing-alongs we'd listen to sleep. We've gotten used to the violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied, if such a thing is possible. You're too young for VHS, it's okay. No, I'm not. Whatever. I have so many VHS. My favorite cassette was Lord of the Rings. Okay, I was too young for Lord of the Rings cassettes. But then that means you were too. It's not roiling in the clouds instead of breathing slowly around the tips of skyscrapers. The longest, softest breath you've ever felt vibrate through your bones. Is this it? I still have some VHS movies, but we did get rid of some VHS for a bunch of cookbooks and other books, but 90% is cookbooks. That's funny. I was for sure too young, but mom loved it. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, there's not really anything wrong with that, like listening to it as a kid. I mean, it's a pretty, like, safe book movie for the most part. I blast through my games very quickly, but come here to enjoy the stories. Yeah, it's true. Reaper plays some of the games that I play after or right before and goes through them really quickly and then comes and watches them here. All the VHS tapes my parents had, they threw out because the tapes dry rotted. Oh no! That's unfortunate. Is this where you must remain? Bark. Existential fetch achievement. Sleeky, you're saying you haven't seen the Lord of the Rings movie? No, I have. I have. I didn't have it on cassette, is what I was saying. Wait, is it done? I think we finished the game. I wonder if I can click on Steam without, yeah, it'll still go. What were there achievements? Like, I mean, I got achievements, but was that it? GG's. Just like that. Poof, it's done. That was a weird one. Let's see, what were the other achievements? Were there other options? Oh, I missed a couple. I didn't do them quite fast enough, like soon enough. Oh. So the other options, I needed to ignore my plant instead of water my plant. and I needed to spend more, like every day go out on the balcony, and then basically I needed to try to interact with that exit door much sooner. So I could do that again pretty quickly. That didn't take long. Okay, we just need to get out of the game now. Okay, well, let me switch screens. I do have another game. We've spent 2 hours streaming 2 games. So, there's that. Did that take 30 minutes? Was that, we really did go through that one fast. Okay. Well, let's start up Dagon. Why not, right? Play. Speedrun, I guess so. I've never finished this many games before. I've barely finished a game on stream. Okay, let me click on this. Let me change my game again. Dagon. Three games in one stream. Say what? That's the title. That's it. That's all there is. We're gonna play Dagon, which is by an HP Lovecraft game. Who got me? That was shit. Whoa, I was not ready for that. This one is a little darker, but it's a point and click game, I believe. Thanks for terrifying me. Just let me reset my heart for just a second. HP Lovecraft game, yeah, it's like 30 to 9. This one's a 30 to 90 minute game. Or no, this one's 30 to 60 minutes, so we should easily be able to finish it as well. What's up, Tiff? Welcome in. Sorry, that starts at 0. Stupid thing that I couldn't fix. But that is what it is. This scared the shit out of me. Poor Casey. Okay, so this one is, I was trying to see if I can find a little better description. Thank you for shouting out, Tiff. How's it going, Tiff? I'm trying to listen with my earbuds, but my break-ins at like 10. Oh, no. This one's about going mad. Who got me? Thanks for the clip, Larkin. So this one is slightly horror. It is Lovecraftian. It's inspired by Lovecraft. I apologize. It is kind of a visual novel. But basically, you're facing horrors, going mad, but it's a narrative experience. So it's kind of clicking through. Hollow Knight, BRB is second. No worries, do your thing. Not Hollow Knight. It's good working on stream stuff. Nice. What are you working on if you want to share? BRB need upstairs. No worries, Cheesy. Do your thing. Do your thing. I just started it. Wait, just started. Oh, you were talking about Tiff's Hollow Knight. Yeah, how are you feeling about that? I'm afraid of that game. I'm like straight up terrified after Ori. Let me switch screens. Let's see if it'll connect. This one will connect too. Doesn't look like. Oh, it is. Nice. Oh, I have my stream anniversary tomorrow. Oh, yes! So doing certain alerts and stuff. It's not bad. Can be ragey. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is the ragey. I'm excited for your stream anniversary. Let's go. I completely forgot about that. I saw the things and completely forgot it was tomorrow. Resident Evil and Hollow Knight with Stream Raiders. I'm so in. Yes. So much rage, but it's so cute. Agree. Do you know why all the bugs are evil? What bugs? Alright, I'm gonna start this just to make sure that we can finish it in time. Dagon is a faithful interactive adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's work focused on story and atmosphere. You will not find difficult choices, action sequences, or inventory management here, and movement is limited to progressing through locations along with the plot. I have no idea
I'm writing
how
this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more.
I have no idea what the intensity of it is. I just know it's the other short game I have in my library right now. During this game, you'll encounter interactive elements. Some of them will allow you to continue your journey. Others reveal interesting facts about the original short story, its historical background, and the author. Some of the trivia is hidden. In order to find these secrets, focus your eyes and look for the Elder sign. The right click. You can also access all the found facts later. They will be available in the main menu. Tomorrow starts 12 p.m. U.S. Central. Yeah. Normally later afternoons on weekdays. Yeah. No, I don't know why they're all evil. Me either. They all want you dead because it's made in Australia. I mean, fair. Oh no, this reminds me of Lair of Fears. I don't think it's supposed to be that scary, from what I've read. I don't think it's supposed to be that scary. letter. I don't know if I want to read all of this. Okay, we'll read all of this. Yeah, follow Tiff. If you guys haven't followed Tiff, definitely follow Tiff. She's fantastic. First person point of view gets me. That's fair. Pollinate is made in Australia. I guess I didn't know that. That's great. As to letters, my case is peculiar. I write such things exactly as easily and as rapidly as I would utter the same topics in conversation. Indeed, epistolary expression is with me largely replacing conversation. As my condition of nervous prostration becomes more and more acute, I cannot bear to talk much now, and am becoming as silent as the spectator himself. The loquacity extends itself on paper. H.P. Lovecraft to Reinhard Kleiner, December 23rd, 1917. Throughout his life, Lovecraft penned around 100,000 letters to his friends and fans, out of which about 10% survive to this day. But his tendency to endless correspondence was relatively late growth. In youth, I scarcely did any letter writing, thinking anybody for a present was so much of an ordeal that I would rather have written a 250-line pastoral or a 20-page treatise on the rings of Saturn. Selected letters 1929 to 1931, H.P. Lovecraft. Lovecraft would often skip meals to afford postage. Collections of his correspondences have been published in various books, and selected letters can be found online. Some readers consider them his most important legacy. Lava coinkadink. Is it me or is the game slightly loud? Oh, it is. I forgot I put it so loud. I'm so sorry. I had it so crazy loud because that other game was so quiet. I forgot. Let's see. Let's put it here. If it's too loud, let me know. I'm so sorry. Some of the creators have the last name Larkin, not where I got my name. Mere coincidence. That's cool though. You should look into it. Wait. Speaking of Lovecraftian, I'm playing a game called The Sinking City. I haven't heard of that. What's it like, Tiff? It's like, oh, you put it. It's like detectives solving murder crimes, powers, everyone looking like scaly fish creatures. Interesting. It does sound like my vibe, though. Screenshot and save to my list to check out. Yes. Larkin in old Australian slang means someone who's silly. Wait, really? I didn't know that. Okay, we've done all the things here.
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, click. Keep
Do
missing
not
that.
think from my
Jokes are usually said endearment, not derogatory manners.
Degenerate. When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Gotta make sure there's no symbol things. Oh, that one is a symbol thing. Morphine. Okay, back to work for me. Have fun, everyone. Bye, Shads. I hope the rest of your work goes really well. Thanks for hanging out, as always. I appreciate you. Morphine. Morphine entered into use in the 19th century and was routinely administered to treat severe pain during the American Civil War, 1861 to 1865, and World War I, 1914 to 1918. It was also sold without restrictions until 1914. Morphine became more popular after the invention of the hypodermic syringe around 1854. Frederick Serturner, who first isolated the substance, originally named it morphium, after Morpheus, the Greek god associated with dreams. At the time when Dagon was published, morphine abuse, known as soldier's disease, already posed a big problem in the United States. Always a pleasure. Love my Wednesdays here. I love that you're always here. It means a lot. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. We'll see you later.
It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider.
Cues Power Rangers, it's morphine time. Morpheus, our god, who art the Matrix. Is this on Steam too? Yes, Tiff, it is. I think this was maybe a free one. I don't remember how I got this. Commands. I don't know if my commands I don't know if I still have a commands command. I don't have many sound alerts, if that's what you're looking for. I need to get more. It is free? Okay.
Was then at its
I
very
just heard
beginning,
really good things
and
about
the
this
ocean
one.
forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation.
I have no idea though. Like I haven't seen anybody play it. I just heard
So
good
that
things.
our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners.
I wasn't gonna play this one tonight, Tiff, because there's a DLC actually coming out in 15 days. So I really wanted to wait, but I didn't have anything else to play tonight. Didn't think we'd actually finish 2 games already. The Huns. The Huns were Central Asian nomads who established a dominion in Europe and invaded the Roman Empire in the 5th century AD. They were known as brutal, deadly warriors and masters of quick raids who also developed... Okay. Who was it? Who did it? Shads. Okay, you're supposed to be gone, sir. Just so we're clear. If you could go back to work, that'd be great. Okay, thanks. Also, let's see if I can get this to work tonight. Are you dead? I think you killed Tiff. I think you may have killed Tiff. Changing underwear. Also Matt. Where's my let's see if I can turn on the heart rate monitor. Nope. I don't know if it'll work. I was having issues with it last time. If it doesn't work, we'll just move on, but... Whew! You could have finished the stream with Fall Guys or Marbles on stream. I guess I could have. There we go. It's connected. Nice. You can have my heart rate. I could have, but now I'm already doing this. Casey's also dead. Shad's killed everyone on his way out. That's fine. During World War I, the British used the word Hun as a synonym for Germans in order to emphasize their brutality. However, the term originated when the German Emperor Wilhelm II gave a speech to his troops on 27th July 1900 before they embarked to China. Should you encounter the enemy, he will be defeated. No quarter will be given. Prisoners will not be taken. Whoever falls into your hands is forfeited. Just 1,000 years ago, the Huns, under their King Attila, made a name for themselves, one that even today makes them seem mighty in history and legend. May the name German be affirmed by you in such a way in China that no Chinese will again dare to look cross-eyed at a German. The refusal to take prisoners was a clear breach of the laws and customs of war adopted during the First Hague Convention of 1899. Thanks for the clip, Larkin.
So liberal, indeed, was the discipline of our captors, that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone, in a small boat, with water and provisions for a good length of time.
Basically, I think this is just going to be a creepy story that we kind of click through and we can learn history and things like that of it. That's what I gather from it.
When I finally
Solitude
found
and
myself
Unbroken
adrift and
Blue
free,
achievement.
I had but little idea of my surroundings. Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator. Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
Am I supposed to click on something? Or just chill? Star? Maybe? No? Nothing? Nothing? Oh, right there. The moon.
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
Oh, lost my...
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue.
This reminds me
The
of Call
change
of the...
happened whilst I
I
slept.
don't know how to say that as well. When Heidi played it? Oh, really?
Its details I shall
Ooh,
never
here we go
know,
in the creepy.
for my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested,
Oh, jeez. Straight up on the eyeball. That's fine. Cthulhu. I don't want to click on that.
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish black mire, which extended
Gross.
about me in monotonous undulations as far as I could see, and in which my boat lay grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and
I
unexpected
don't like this eye.
transformation
I don't
of
want to look
scenery,
at
I was
it.
in reality more
Cover it
horrified
with the
than
words.
astonished. For there was in the air and in the rotting soil
Cthulhu.
a sinister
Cthulhu.
quality which chilled me to the very core. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish and of other less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain.
Gross.
Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence and barren immensity. There was nothing within hearing and nothing in sight save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear. The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
I can't decide if I want to keep playing this. This is kind of boring.
As I crawled into the stranded
I mean, I
boat,
enjoy the story,
I
but this is
realized
kind of
that only
boring,
one
especially
theory
since it's
could
reading to
explain
us.
my position. Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths. So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean.
Shadow, would you mind doing a
straining
poll
my
for
ears
me?
as I might. Nor were there any seafarers.
We don't want games to
prey
read to
on
us
the
gross.
dead
Well, it's just like I'm just sitting here. Just feels weird. I think I'm gonna stop it. We're gonna save and exit. Because I like the story, but we've already done a couple heavy things, and I wouldn't mind doing something else tonight. Do you guys want to do... I think I might just do some... The problem is I had to delete and re-download Steam. Let me switch screens. So I have nothing downloaded. Because it removed everything when I had to delete it, because it broke. So... we could do some marbles. Let's just do some marbles. I might try to end at like 3 hours. We can do a few marble races. Gonna make some food. Get something good. Get something good. That's no good? No, it's not. It's not. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Flash? Welcome in. How's it going? Let me see. Where did I put it? Should be under multiplayer. Marbles. Alright, this is probably gonna freak out stream. It'll be over quickly. It's just gotta download. I apologize. Hey, Willie. Been busy? In a good way, I hope? In a good way? We'll see if marbles work since it's been deleted. Oh, we're
Hello
freaking
there.
out. Hello there. I apologize if stream freezes. It'll be done fast. I see that we're majorly in the red right now. I guess we also could have just talked for like 10 minutes, but you know. Followage, 1 year, 1 month, 23 days. Let's go. Almost a year and 2 months. That's awesome. Very cool. We haven't seen you in a bit. I'm glad you stopped by. Is it lagging for you guys? It's not saying it's dropping frames, but it's saying like, I don't even know what the red thing means, but it's fully red. 3 days, 9 hours. Let's go, Reaper. That's awesome. Mochi's taking a bath right over that light, so apologies. How you been, Flash? How's things? Only slightly on and off, but not bad at all. Okay, that's good. It keeps freezing for me a bit in and out. Okay. We have like 1 gig left, so it should take like maybe a minute at most. And then we'll see if I can get connected. Oh, you're coming up? Come on up. Come on if you're coming. Come here, Moch. Come here. Do you not want to come up here? You okay? You look like you want it up here. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. We're almost there. It's lagging now. Oh no. Oh no. It's done now. It's done now. We're still in the red. Come back, stream. Come back. It says it's still in the red, but it's downloaded now, so. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're back. Now we're back. Sorry, guys. It should be good now. We're in the green again. Let me pull this up. Welcome back, everyone. I am going to change the game for a 4th time. I am out of creative titles. Come play marbles. That's all I got. Marbles. Done. Great. Love that for us. Yes, confirm. I guarantee it's not gonna let me connect. Speak of the lag and it will come, it's true. Oh yeah, it's not gonna let me connect. Not a chance. I have the same issues as last time. Unfortunate. Reaper, what'd you just do? Reaper, did you just buy a gift off my wish list? I don't know what that little sound was with it, but thank you. Thank you, we got to see that pop up for the first time. Thanks for the little footrest. Now I won't have to stand on my tiptoes when Mochi comes to be pet. Here, I'll turn on the cat cam at least so you guys can have some cat cam time. Well, we won't be able to play marbles because I have no idea why it messes up so badly with connecting to my account. But we had this issue on my last celebration stream and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. I had to get help and it looks like it's doing that again. So, that's unfortunate. So I guess no marbles tonight. I was afraid that when it removed that, when it removed the app, it broke it. Yeah, we're gonna chat. We'll chat and probably look for a raid. I give up. We've done 2 games. I've done everything that I need to do. We could chat as long as we can chat and then we'll find a raid. Come chat. I've had like 5 different games in this stream so far. Just chatting. Done. Great. I don't think I have a command set up for it, Shadow, but I just changed it. Thank you, though. Yeah, we should be good. Dang. Dang, I tried. I tried to do marbles. Now we ripped the stream for nothing. Apparently that's not set up as a command. No, I don't think I have it set up. I probably should. It's okay for the titles, it's fun. Just change it every 5 seconds. It's fine. Making the thumbnail for this one will be fun with different games and things. That'll be interesting. Mochi would like to say hello to everyone. Maybe I can put it up here. You can see him a little better. There you go. That's a little better. I actually put chatting and stream suggestions today as an option. I did see that. It's the only issue with that is that it's really hard to do a just chatting stream unless you have a lot of people actively in your stream. Because if there's not much to talk about, you have to have a lot of like content and topics prepared, and that just takes a lot of work prior to stream to be able to have enough content ready. I like the idea of it and I'm for it, but it's just chatting streams alone, like just by themselves, is intense. It's intense work, but it'd be fun though. It'd be fun. That's why I just do chatting while I play a game. That way if it gets quiet, I can just hop back into a game. Or marbles and things like that. Marbles and things are easy to just chat and kind of just have that on in the background too. I'm also kind of looking for a raid at the same time. Mochi, yeah. He's here cuddling. Or just start a combo, then branch off and Uncharted Waters. Yeah, but the problem is I'm not very good at that. I can, but it's sometimes hard. Especially when I'm streaming, I'm like focused on so many things, like watching and making sure frames don't drop and trying to keep track of who's coming in and all the things. It just gets chaotic. I wouldn't mind doing it. I just don't know if I'm ready to try it yet. But it'd be cool. It'd be cool when you mooch. We get you talking though? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can get me talking for that long. It'd be hard. Let's see. I don't know who we haven't rated in a while. Might raid Ash. Ash is back to streaming after quite a break recently, so we might raid Ash tonight. We haven't raided Ash in a long time. And with her being back, I wouldn't mind sharing the love with her. She lost a couple grandparents like back to back, and so just had to really take some time off from streaming. Was having a really hard time, so she's officially back starting today, so go share some love with her tonight for sure. Let's see. Thinking about how I've got to put those games in the completed stream. I never remember to put them in the completed games until way after the fact. Saw she was off for a few weeks. Hope she's okay. Yeah, she's okay. She's okay now. It just was a rough go. Rough go losing a couple grandparents. It was within like 8 weeks of each other, so it was pretty tough. Pretty hard to deal with. But she's good. She's good. Let's see. I go ahead and get everything ready for a raid. We'll probably raid out fairly quickly. It's fairly early stream, even though we finished 2 games and tried to start a 3rd and a 4th, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. And Reaper, thank you again for getting something off my wish list. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You're way too generous for me. Too kind. And I'm tired. I'm tired. Are you tired, Mooch? He's like, yeah, I just want the head scritches. Just scratch my head and I'm good. Had a similar rough go 2 years ago with my uncle and grandma, so I get that. I'm sorry, Larkin. That's so hard. That's so hard. I don't have any grandparents anymore, but I didn't have, like, the worst for us was, like, we lost a family dog, and then we lost my grandma shortly after that. And my dad, we lost, like, some family friends and stuff, but I can't imagine losing, like, 2 close family members back to back. That'd be really hard. Be really hard. I have such a blast tonight with you, Sleeky, and everyone. I'm glad you were here, Danielle. I'm glad you had fun. Absolutely. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that I was able to be here and stream and hang out with y'all. It's a good time. It's a good time. Right, Mooch? Right? Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and raid, go ahead and raid out to Ash. What are we doing, Mooch? Are you getting up? He couldn't decide what he wanted there. We'll go ahead and raid Ash. We'll do our reminders and affirmations as always, and we'll do some thank yous, and then we'll peace out for tonight. I'll be back on Thursday. Don't forget that we do have a showcase. So that's going to be my first Indie Game Collective showcase. So in exchange for a key, so they gave me a key for Bear and Breakfast. Bear and Breakfast, yes. Which is basically a game kind of like Stardew Valley. I basically play as a bear, and you're trying to build a bed and breakfast in the middle of the woods, and it's just supposed to be like chaotic building. You get to meet all kinds of characters and things like that. So I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be cute. It won't be one that we finish, because it's like a simulator game. Like, you're gonna play it. Like, somebody told me they played it for like 11 hours one stream and weren't close to be done. It's because it's like Stardew, you play for like 3 years, and that's like the storyline, and there's more after that and things like that. But so it's kind of those vibes. Game looks amazing. I agree. I'm excited for it. So we're going to showcase that. So definitely be prepared to come. Give me your opinions and things like that. We will share the video with the developers and things like that. So they love the feedback, and they might show up. I don't know. I don't know if they will. There were a lot of keys given out for this one. But it should be a good time. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm excited for the first showcase. Through the Indie Game Collective, we basically put our name in the hat for different games, and then they try to reach out to the developers for keys for us to see if we can get them to do showcases. A lot of the time it doesn't work out, but sometimes it does. So thankfully this is one of the ones that was. So I only put my name in for games that I feel like will fit our stream. Sometimes there's some horror ones, sometimes there's some cozy ones. Bear and Breakfast was like a little bit of a stretch for us because we don't really play like Stardew Valley like games, but the storyline and the feel of it feels right. So I thought that would be cute to pull into stream and just kind of a break from our usual. So I think it'll be good. Hey Chris, welcome in. We're about to raid out. We're about to raid out pretty soon, but so yeah, we'll have more of those coming up. I've got a couple more that I think that we'll be getting keys for soon. Oh, Planty! Hi, Planty! Welcome in. Wanna dance, Morch? Wanna dance? Wanna dance? Morch is just chilling here. Hi, love! Welcome in! How are you? You see a kitty? Yeah, he's chilling here. He wants to know my lap. What's up, Fantasy? Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you? How was your stream, Planty? Hip to be scared, welcome in. How's it going? How are you, everyone? Welcome in, welcome in. Mochi's gonna bite my hand as I try to scroll up. So I don't know if I can say hi to everyone. Mochi, please. Mochi, please. Hip to be scared and Fantasy. Thank you so much for the follows. I'm so sorry the notifications are going crazy on you. And my cat is biting me. It was good. Played some OG Pokemon Snap. I love Pokemon Snap. The OG, I've never played the new one, but the OG one is peak. He's just chilling. Well, welcome in, Raiders. We love Planty here, and if you don't know me, I'm Sleeky. I play mostly puzzle and adventure games. We finished 2 games tonight, and we were just kind of trying. Yeah, why? Anyway, enjoy the back of my cat while he bites me. Come here. Come cuddle with me. Come love me. Say hi to everyone. Give them your face while you're chewing on me, at least. Mwah. But we're all about community, authenticity, and well-being, and loving Mochi. Especially when it comes to mental health. We talk a lot about mental health. We played a couple games tonight that were surrounding mental health. So that's a lot of the things that we do other than wrestling with my cat. But welcome in. I'm glad you guys are here. I apologize for the chaos. But that's kind of what we do. That's kind of what we do here. But thank you for coming in with the raid. Buddy, I'm glad that your stream was good. Nope. F you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He's a pain in the butt. But I love him. But I love him still. Cat wrestling is Sunday. Yeah, it's every day around here. It's every day with Mochi. Also, my hair is just ignore today. It's a scuff stream. I don't know what's happening. It's great. It's weird. Welcome. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Yeah, exactly. Your makeup's so pretty today. Thank you. Thank you, Planty. Thank you. I feel awkward today. All around. But I appreciate it. Planty, we were actually about to raid out. Because we finished 2 games and we tried to play marbles, but marbles wouldn't connect again, so I couldn't play marbles. So we chatted for a bit. So we probably are gonna raid out. So hopefully that's cool. I apologize that you just got here and we're gonna leave. But if you guys just got here, thank you first of all for being here. We will be back on Thursday. I was just telling everyone that I'm a part of the Indie Game Collective, which is basically a bunch of indie game developers and a bunch of streamers who have been accepted into this group to showcase games. So the developers will give us keys to be able to share a game with you. So we're going to be playing Bear and Breakfast, if you've heard of it. It's kind of a Stardew Valley vibe, but it's basically you play as a bear who's trying to build a bed and breakfast in the middle of the woods. So we're going to be doing that at 7 p.m. Central on Thursday. So I'm excited for that. It'll be cool. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on the game. It is a brand new game, and the developers want all the opinions. So I'd love to have you guys here for it if you want to join us. It'll be great. But we are going to raid out to Ash versus Evil Bread. She's had to take some time off. I was just letting everybody know that she lost a couple grandparents back to back, had to take a good chunk of time off from streaming, but came back today. So we're going to raid over there, spread the love with her, and hopefully it should be a lot of fun. You're the bestest. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, Jaco. Thanks for being here, Jaco. So we're gonna start the raid. We're gonna do some reminders and affirmations, and then we're going to do some thank yous, and then we'll peace out of here. So thank you all for being here. As always, I appreciate the heck out of you. It means a lot when you guys are here, and that even when I'm having a rough day, that I get to come in and smile with y'all. It really makes a difference in my world. So I just appreciate the heck out of y'all. So anyway, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna get out of my awkwardness now. All right, grab those raid messages, exclamation point raid, exclamation point sub raid. Get ready for that raid. Join our Discord if you want. I only stream a couple days a week, so all our community happens in Discord, so feel free to join us there. But let's do our reminders and affirmations. So let's go. So take a moment to recognize how you're feeling every single day. Get your body moving, even if it's in a small way. Connect with others who bring you joy. Be intentional about learning something new every single week. Give back to others when you feel like you can, but always remember that you're important and you're loved, especially here. Let's do some thank yous. All right. So, thank you, as always, to my wonderful moderators, Matt, Shadow, and Cheesy. I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you to my new subs, which was Faye, gifted by Zawara. Thank you to Jaco and Cheesy for resubscribing. Zawara for that gifted sub. Thank you to my new followers, Hip to Be Scared, Fantasy, and TV Man. Thank you for the bits, Casey, Matt, Planty, Taco Friend, and Reaper. Thank you for the offline raid ads and the real raid Planty. And thank you as always for all of the hosts. I appreciate the heck out of y'all. You are the very, very best, and I don't know what I'd do without you. So thanks for being here. Let's go share the love with Ash, and then we'll be out of here. Love y'all. Bye.